should be going live now. I have a phone, so I'm going to go ahead and monitor it on my phone. It's weird that the app doesn't give you a what's it called? A thingy thing. Um,
Professional.
you get
thingy thing.
to moderate your channel through the app. It doesn't let you. Oh, and I got logged out for some reason of Twitch, so
Oh.
I guess we'll.
Yeah, it did that to me too. Oh, hey, Abby's watching. Abby,
Hey.
hey.
So it's actually really cool. Just so you guys know, if we actually successfully make it through this stream for a couple of hours, outside of having 50 followers, we're already making some decent metrics to have a case for affiliate, which is the first level of Twitch partner.
Oh, awesome.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been keeping track of that too.
We just need some more followers, so I think that would actually be really awesome. So we'll get them in time, obviously, but yeah, I thought that would actually be really cool. Oh, my music. Okay, so while I get the music set up, a quick recap, I guess, which would be really cool for last session. Y'all done escaped the city, ran into the desert with 1 point of exhaustion because you didn't sleep or anything last night. You guys basically partied and murdered a little monster that just wanted to have fun in the middle of the city. You know, you ruined the Wicker Man's party. You know, he was Philo's surprise. Cedar used half of her life, of course, to I think which we're covered by now, to see where Philo went and tracked him down to an image in the desert that only she has seen so far. You guys set off in a direction into a vast desert. I'm going
With a random stranger.
With a random stranger, which is wonderful. And so you guys kind of ended up in the middle of the desert. I'm going to say after Kittis cast her Earth Shatter effect to eliminate your trails after about a mile or so, you came across some ruins. And now that it's getting a little bit warmer, because you're in the desert and the hots are hotter and the colds are colder, Gale sheds his robe to kind of stretch out, and I will show you guys what you see when he does that.
Goodness, what is going to happen?
It needs to copy paste for me. Okay.
Okay, I'm just so nervous about this. I don't know what is happening. I just got told there was a surprise. Okay.
So
Ta-da!
he stretches his wings
Oh my
and
goodness.
stretches out, and he just doesn't care for the heat so much, given the fragileness of his new additions to his person.
What is this?
I got a friend of mine. I commissioned her to create art for us.
He's beautiful. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Do you remember a while ago when I started asking, like, hey, what would you describe your character? Like, you know, what they wear, stuff like that.
Yeah.
This has been in the works since October.
I've lost the power to speak. Oh, since October.
Yeah.
Oh my. That is so amazing. Oh my goodness.
And I was able to not tell any of y'all.
Even after my pestering.
Even after her pestering.
I've been pestering.
But I love it. I love it.
I am blown away by this. Wow.
It was so funny because, like, within like the last week, I'd be like, Ava, can you add wings? Because back in October, you know, it wasn't confirmed.
No, of course, no. It was.
Yeah, it was just
So
a theory.
I've lost the ability to comprehend stuff. That is amazing.
So if you would like, you can use that as your token going forward. We can shrink it down to size and sidebar your old one if you'd like.
I love it. Yeah. I think
And
that
also,
if
I sent her for reference. I also sent her the picture of the mini of Gale that you made. So I had her use that for reference.
I'm sorry, but
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are officially Gale.
See, I told you it was a nice surprise.
I'm so yeah. Yeah.
And I get to remove Dimran's old one too, because she's back in
Oh
town
yeah,
still.
Rain. Why don't you tell Harry? Why don't you tell Harry the fun little dilemma you gave me last week? Because that's when I revealed to everybody their character art.
Oh, right, okay.
Right when Rain switched characters.
But yeah, no, Rain is working with Ava to get the new girl drawn up. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, it was just I just thought
Yep.
y'all mean a lot to me, and I wanted to give you all a bit of a I guess belated Christmas gift, but just a gift to celebrate
Oh.
all of this.
Yeah.
Well, happy belated Christmas in October.
Super late or early? Who knows?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go early on that one. But that is amazing. Thank you so much for that, Sophie.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, so you find yourselves in the middle of a desert with a basic direction, but it is a pretty large desert which spans continents. You guys were kind of on the run. You're feeling quite tired. Um, without a real direction or thought in mind as to why things were going, you stumble across some basic ruins, mostly picked through. There's a couple of small impromptu wood structures and remains of houses around you. But your end goal to find Philo fresh on your mind. What are your decisions and what do you do?
Oh my gosh. How long have we been walking?
I don't know. It's had to stop for me to make the spell work. Like 45 minutes.
Okay. He would. Oh, right. None of you know where he went. So I used this thing, and points to her purple eye. He's near some kind of big statue of a lady, and he went through a portal there. So, I mean, that's as far as I could see him.
Right.
I don't know if he like switched planes or something, or if this thing has like a planar range of some sort. But I couldn't keep seeing him after he went through the portal. But I think finding that statue is probably our best bet of finding Philo, especially before anyone else does.
Yeah. What sort of statue was it? Was it like a metal statue, a stone statue? And can you remember what it was doing at the time?
I think it was stone. Was it stone? DM, was it stone? I don't.
It was stone, and
It was stone.
it looked like a stone statue. Did you want me to share it? Maybe we could canonly say you're like trying to draw it out a little bit.
Yeah, in the sand. I'm kind of trying to scratch it out with my little talons in the sand.
So this is the general idea of what you saw, and Philo, he being Philo, went into a whirling portal, and then the portal vanished. The whirling portal being the blue orb.
I draw a tiny little explosion. It looks like an explosion emoji for the portal.
Well,
So, would I have seen anything like this on my travels?
No, actually.
Okay.
Even people in the desert that travel, because there are caravans and travelers that go through the desert, because it's faster than going around, just quite more dangerous. So you know that there's people that traverse this. There is a legend that you may have heard. So why don't you roll a history to see if you've encountered it?
Okay. Ooh. 11.
Oof.
Or sorry,
Not
8.
bad.
8. Ooh.
Oh,
Eat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's not as great.
wait.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I'm not able to get into MistyOwlGaming at Gmail to get the password to get into Twitch. The one
Here,
from Jessup.
I can get it.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to log into Twitch, but it's like, we sent a password. And I was like, can't get into that
Give
either.
me 2 seconds.
Um,
No, 34. 79336. Let me know if that works for you. That's not our password.
I know.
sorry, it should have been a 6-digit one. I think I might have missed a digit. I have
Oh.
79336.
Oh, one more 3. My bad.
793336?
Yes.
No, it didn't.
Like, it's not the password.
No, yeah, I know. I'm gonna.
And we've shared that across the internet.
I know. It can. Yeah, it might send you another one here. So
Okay.
with an 8, you know that there's large, vast areas of this desert that go unexplored because of sandstorms.
Mhm.
You would know that this desert has times where you can cross it and times where you can't. But there's a lot of it's dangerous, so a lot of it's avoided. So although you don't know the exact legend, you do know that there are large areas of this desert that people avoid because they enjoy living.
Mhm.
So if there was something, it would probably be in some more of those uncharted areas.
Okay. So I'm gonna look around at the rest of the group. I'm gonna say, all right. So from what I've gathered, and I do still roughly have a trail on this thing. Um, it's probably in an uncharted part of the desert in which we'd want to be at full strength. So we have realistically 2 options. Option A, I don't know how long I can maintain this trail, so we continue on, beaten, battered, and exhausted. I would assume you're all also beaten, battered, and exhausted. Um, or option B, we take some time, chill out, gather our strength, and hope I still have it sent in the morning.
I mean, honestly, what use are we going to be if we get there and we're all next to dead?
Yeah, I mean, I can heal, but even I've got my limits.
Yeah, because back there
Also,
was bad, and there's no telling what's in front of us, so.
that's true. That's true. Also, quick side note here, because I apparently don't know that much. We haven't been properly introduced. I'm Gale.
Yes, right. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I've been wanting to ask, because
Yeah,
I think
no, sorry. I get weird. I get tense around civilization. I'll get into all that later. But you know what? Give me just like 5 minutes. We need to do some scouting, make sure this place is actually safe, and then we can get into a proper introduction. Yeah.
okay.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. We
And
can do that.
she's just going to she's gonna click her fingers, and this calico cat will pop into existence on her left shoulder, except it's not a calico cat because when it stretches itself out, it has wings, like 3 foot long bird-like wings. And she just goes, "Yeah, this is Cork, Corkese for long, but Cork because Cork is adorable." Um, and yeah, and so she sends Cork off to do some scouting and takes over its senses. Uh, and do I, while in my flying cat's senses, do I sense anything?
Um, what's the range on that? Do you have that on hand? Like, what's your
Yes,
just visual?
it's uh like like the range of that I can maintain control.
Yeah,
100 feet.
100 feet. Okay, and so you're just kind of using the vision to kind of like look around and sense anything.
Yeah.
Okay. This will be interesting. So your senses overall are heightened. You can almost taste the sand. The wind, kind of light breezes coming from the north, kind of touch your skin, and you kind of feel the sand almost shifting around you. Um, and as you kind of feel around, your senses don't give you an indication that there's really anything else out here aside from you for miles almost. Um, the only disturbances are the light breezes that are pushing sand as it trickles down the side of some dunes, and the small bugs and things like that that seem to kind of randomly be popping up out of the ground. So outside of insects, there's almost no one for miles that you can see and feel.
While you can't see anything, like Kittis puts Arthur the snake in your lap as a way to like,
Oh no.
here's my pet.
Kittis, hun, no, oh boy.
And
so
she just
once
sits down in front of you.
so once the search has been completed, she just retakes her senses, looks down, and goes, "Oh, oh, oh,
That's
hi,"
Arthur.
and
He's
just
with
like gives him
me.
little scritches under the chin.
You
Sorry,
should.
she does that.
A lot.
Oh, okay, good to know. And she's gonna look over at Kittis, and just with a bit of surprise, go, "I'm I'm sorry. You travel with an elven child?"
I mean, yeah, we kind of found her one day, and she's been with us ever since.
Come here, Arthur.
Yeah, that was a whole thing about going into a tower and seeing, quite frankly, terrifying glimpses into the future, I'm guessing, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah, never gets easy.
Don't you just hate when that happens?
Hmm.
Hold up.
And so she's gonna go, all right. So do we want the long version or the short version?
Long version. I'm always up for a good
Of
story.
what
Okay.
exactly?
And so she's gonna head over to one of the beaten down ruins and find like a place to sit and like roughly something that would be like table-ish height. And she's gonna she's gonna swing her bag around. She's gonna go, come on, come on. And
Okay.
and she's gonna put down three three greater healing potions that are empty and actually full of ash in front of you, the back end facing y'all, front end facing her. And she's gonna go, so for starters, my name is Denala Beach Pride. You can call me Denala, Dana, Beachy, whatever you like. Um, and
Nice to meet you, Gail.
good to meet you. I would take it from what I saw. You're the healer.
Yeah, that's kind of my deal.
I like it. I like it.
I'm Cedar. It's Dragine.
Hi.
And I'm gonna hold my hand out for a handshake.
And she will shake your hand, but you notice that only her hand leaves the cloak. She does not push her hand. She doesn't like extend her arm. She just does it enough so her hand is out of the cloak to give you a handshake. Um, and she'll look down at the kid and go, and you are?
Kittis. Atlas. She's playing with shells in her fingers.
Hi.
He's a lost hero.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to that. She talks to the dead. It's kind of her thing.
They're cute.
He
I
is
like you.
very cute. He's very cute.
She just she looks directly at Cedar and goes, I like you.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you as well.
I like you both quite a bit.
Both who?
There's
There's three of
Kittis
us.
and Kittis and Cedar.
cute.
Okay.
And goes,
It's okay for me.
and And she goes, all right. So anyways, into my story. Pick a bottle, any bottle, flip it around. I'll give you the story behind it.
Snake, you pick.
That sounds about right.
And we're back.
Yes. So what is the snake gonna pick?
I don't know. Which one is the snake gonna pick?
Roll for it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I don't have a D9, so I'll just roll a D6. The one in the middle.
Okay. So she flips around the bottle, and written on the bottle is the word dad.
Oh.
And she goes, this would be my father. His name was Balvalor. He was a how would you call it? An Eldritch Knight. He gave me this book. And she holds up this book, and she goes, when he gave me this book around my 70s ish, he told me damn.
Amen.
She goes,
Father fits in a bottle. Man needs to eat some more.
she goes, when he gave me this book about in my 70s, he told me, I put 2 spells in this for you. One will make sure you're never alone. And she clicks her fingers again. The cat cork pops up on her shoulder, and she flips to the first page and shows you the spell Find Familiar.
Oh.
And she goes, and the second one he put in, and he told me, this one will make sure you always feel needed and always feel useful. And she flips to the second page, and you see the spell Identify.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go, all right, next.
Was it the middle one that had been chosen already?
Mhm.
Okay, Gail is going to go and choose the one on the right hand side.
All right, and she'll flip around the bottle, and this one in writing reads Sis. She goes, this was why Sarah Beach Pride, my twin sister. She was a lover of the arts. She was like a partier, so to say. We were thick as thieves, inseparable. And she gave me this, and she holds out a set of brewer's supplies and pulls out on one of the handles this like little scroll pops out, and she reads it off, and it reads, from one sister to another, maybe a drink will loosen you up a little bit. Good luck. She goes, I was given this somewhere in my 80s, and she wasn't entirely wrong. The drinks definitely helped me get out of my shell, although I'm not much of a party drinker. I'm more social drinker. I'm more of a casual drinker, if you put it that way. And all right, third and final. And she flips around the last bottle, and it in the same writing reads, Mom. She goes, this was my mother, Yeslin. She was a character. She was horribly strict, but in the most loving way. She would always, she made sure that we always had our wits about us, that we could protect ourselves in a fight, especially yours truly, because I didn't take to the arcane like my sister. Um, so she was the one thing that she taught me most was the open hand is scarier than the fist, and she shudders when she says that, and she goes, shit was it, but I wouldn't have traded her for the world. And as for why my family, are sitting in bottles. Some shitbag humans about 47 some odd ish years ago decided, hey, let's burn down a forest to make some robots. They got caught in the fire. I got caught in the fire. And the Fae intervened. Here I am. And here they are.
When
I'm
you
so
said
sorry.
sorry, when you said that your forest burnt down, was that near the mountains?
That was actually on a different continent entirely.
Oh, oh, I see. It's just
Um,
I've passed through a forest that was just burnt to ashes, and there was nothing left. I thought maybe you were from
no. If I
there.
was from
I'm
there,
sorry
I
for
probably
presuming.
wouldn't have made it out either. But hey, you have two choices in life. You can either wallow in the self-pity of what happened, or learn from it, move on, and make a better life for yourself. I picked option B.
It's a good option, always.
Yeah. So why help us find our little friend?
I have my own questions for him. Y'all seemed in need after losing your other friend. And I owe quite literally my life to the Fae. So when I found other Fae aligned, I figured, why not?
You could tell.
I mean, I've got
One
wings
of
on
you
my
has
back. I
fucking
guess
wings,
it's
the other glitters.
yeah.
Yeah. Ah, frick, is that noticeable? Shoot. I just kind of my wings and kind of like try to give a swipe at it.
Mine fixes my dress.
Don't forget the tattoo it gave you.
Mm.
Yeah, it's really cool. I actually got to see it in the mirror while we were in town when we went to the Nice Inn.
Nice.
Mhm.
I still want to know why the Fae thought tattooing a child was a great idea. But you know what? If you like it, you like it.
I mean, if we're like familiars, I wonder if it's like a branding.
Oh, I hate that
Oh
thought.
no, 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 no.
Oh, uncomfortable in my own skin now. Thanks.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Creepy kid. I like it.
Love how happy dark she goes.
So fun.
Just gonna walk around. I'm a cow. Moo.
Hey, the Fae could not treat her any worse than grandfather did.
I'm gonna take that man's knees.
God.
And that's Sophie speaking, not Cedar.
But like,
She's Houtus. Instead of Kittis. Houtus. Moo. Some moon in the dead. I'm sorry, I'll shut up now, I swear.
but like right now, Kittis has basically all her pets out except for Calvin. He stays in the bag.
Yeah. Calvin stays in the Calvin knows what he did.
Calvin doesn't know. She even has Boy out.
Oh, the stuffed Gloctopus.
The stuffed octopus.
Oh yeah, I got her a stuffed animal from the I may or may not have stolen a stuffed animal as we were leaving town. And it's an octopus with 8 little guns in its tentacles. So we call it the Gloctopus.
And Kittis named it Boy after the sailor who died.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So much fun.
Oh, I love this.
Okay, so let's do this then.
Okay, now I'm scared.
So as you guys are talking, right? You guys are still standing in the middle of the desert. To kind of set the scene, the desert actually smells a lot like they say, like fire and brimstone, right? You can actually smell the heat of the area. And I don't know, have you guys ever been to like sand dunes? When it's
Actually, yeah.
115
Not
degrees
for a long
outside?
time, but
But like you can almost smell the heat. Like the nose just trickles your it just tickles the nose of your hairs, or your hairs of your nose. Oh my gosh, sorry, long week for me.
Ah, yes, the nose of your hair.
The nose of your hairs. And you know,
Next monster.
it seems
Oh,
stop.
No.
it seems unnaturally hot. Just given the fact that you're later in the year, it's still summer, yes, but it just starts to feel kind of unnaturally hot in the area. And so what I want you guys to do is, as a group, I guess individually, I want you to each roll a wisdom, a perception and survival check.
Mm-hmm.
Perception. Survival.
First roll with the new dice.
Nice.
Perception.
Oh dear.
I only got 10 to perception.
12. Survival.
You said perception and
19
survival.
perception.
Yep. Perception and survival.
Do we do both, like, or choose the two, one between the two?
Both.
Okay.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
I rolled a very embarrassing 12 perception and 9 for survival.
Don't worry, buddy.
19 perception, 7 survival. Which kind of makes sense because I'm covered in friggin' feathers.
Don't worry, I got y'all both beat. 17 perception, 6 survival.
10 perception,
This is why I
18
hate
survival.
the desert.
So, Kittis got 18 survival,
Yeah.
Dang!
which is the only one who got a good survival roll, so this is going to be fun.
Makes sense though, because nomadic.
So those
Yeah.
who saw those who got 15 and above with your perception checks, what you actually see is, you see the sand dunes, right? Oh my gosh, she just started when I started talking. I'm sorry. I'll feed her in a second. But as you guys, I know, right? As you guys kind of were looking over the horizon, you see formations of what looks to be sand clouds. Those who rolled under 15 don't really pay it too much mind because you can't really discern it in the heat distortion, the difference between a sandstorm coming and the sand dunes that are already there. But those of you who do see it 15 and up, it's large. It almost covers a third of the desert on the horizon. So if you guys were looking to the north, the northwest is almost completely covered in a sandstorm. And the northeast has kind of small mountain ridges where you can kind of see there might be some shelter and stuff like that you could tuck in. But when you guys mentioned Sandstorm, since Kittis didn't really see it, she immediately kind of goes into a little bit of a panic going, I hear sandstorms are really bad. I'm sorry, it's kind of weird because you didn't really see it. But you're like, we should probably avoid those, is the kind of intent that you get when when someone mentions a sandstorm. And so that's kind of the layout that you guys are seeing unfold right now.
So my survival check said sandstorms are bad, and that's it.
Sandstorm.
Sheree's could have told you that.
Welcome to Kittis' TED Talk, everybody. Sandstorms are bad.
Any questions? No? Good. Bye.
They're not ideal.
Cannibalism. It's not ideal.
It's not ideal.
This was just a normal conversation.
Wait. Hold on.
There was. But without context means very little. I'm just being
What is
honest.
context?
I'm just being honest. So I guess I see it with the perception. Okay, we need to find shelter. There is a sandstorm coming, and we don't want to get stuck in that.
How bad is it? I've read little bits about it here and there, but not really enough to know what sort of stuff happens in a sandstorm.
It looks pretty big. If anyone likes the idea of drowning in sand, you can stay. But if not, I suggest we go to, and I point to the mountain, the little mountain ridges. I suggest we head that way pretty quickly.
Are we going to be able to even get there before the sandstorm hits?
Better to try than not.
I mean, there's a cave.
Wait, I thought that was where cave.
You're kind of in the ruins area. They would have.
We're in the ruins area.
They would have a place where you can kind of go down into if you needed to. But the sandstorm wouldn't really reach you here. If you were to head in kind of the direction of the desert, you would kind of see it. So like I said, to the northwest, huge sandstorm. I shared it in maps.
Okay.
It's actually moving a little bit, just kind of choppy.
Oh, that's cool.
And then
Oh my goodness.
to the west, you kind of see the mountain ridges, which would probably be safe-ish. Who knows?
We can either wait here or we can try and make it to the mountain ridges.
I say we're better off here.
Yeah, I don't exactly
Probably.
fancy being witnessed out there or anything like that.
Yeah. I think we stay here for the night and hope it, tires itself out by morning.
Seconded.
Sounds like a good
Or
plan to
we
me.
could sleep in the day and continue in the night because it'll be a lot cooler at night.
I wouldn't be opposed.
Then we don't have to deal with the oppressive heat.
True.
But you do realize that animals in the desert are more active at night, right?
True.
Are there
I
a
mean,
lot of
for good reason,
monsters? Are there a lot of monsters around here? Do we know?
Mm-mm. Nothing we could see.
Didn't see anything.
Right. Well, that's given me good dreams tonight. Yeah, let's. I vote we move it during the day. Yes, it's going to be hot, but at least then it's going to be a bit easier for us to, not avoid monsters.
True.
Okay.
All right, so we bed here for the night and move out in the morning.
Okay.
Who's taking first watch?
That's what I was just about to ask. So you guys are going to do a long rest here, essentially, to kind of hang out. And are you guys doing any sort of watch rotation or anything?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take the rest.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. By the way, Kittis will actually be awake at some point because she's just going to meditate for her 4 hours and then be like, okay, we're good
Yeah.
now. Oh boy.
Me too.
I'll sleep.
I'll sleep. Peter's going
I'll do
to
my
bed.
watch and I'll just sleep.
She's a little rough right now. She wants to sleep.
Okay. So we'll say it kind of goes throughout the day. You guys found a little cubby hole in the abandoned ruins. No one really's come through here at all, from what you can tell. And I'd say the watches really kind of go off without a hitch. But who was on watch when twilight began to happen and nightfall began to happen?
Would that be first watch?
That would be.
Would that be first or
It'd be because
that would be me.
It's about midday now, and you
Okay.
guys are resting throughout the day for 8 hours. So it'll be probably about. It's summer, 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Probably about 8:30, 8:39, somewhere in there. Twilight begins to set, and sun begins to set, and it's beginning to get kind of darker, and the moonlight's kind of coming out. But the moonlight, almost as soon as your eyes adjust, is a little bit brighter. But you're on third last watch then.
And Kittis is technically awake too, but she's not necessarily on watch. She has a different plan.
Okay.
Oh no.
So for those of you on watch that are actually looking around the horizon, go ahead and just roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Would this count for me as well? Because I was technically on watch. Or would that just be for the night crew?
It would be for the night crew.
Okay.
It's the night guard.
24.
Okay, so you
Oh,
see it almost clear as day. Your eyes adjusted to the darkness fairly well, just given the fact that you're forest hopper, your little elf, right? Your little Keebler elf. You live in trees. Bake cookies. Or your parents, one of the two. I mean, they're ashes now, so I'm kidding. Sorry. It's a long day for
Brutal.
this is
Oh,
work,
my
Chris talking.
goodness.
Sorry. Anyways, continuing on.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
you see it kind of clear as day that along the ridges, almost as soon as the sun begins to go down and night start to hit, you see dozens of lanterns kind of in the distance. There's a really pale glow coming off, almost reflecting on the hills and the mountainside, or the rocky outcrops and formations in the distance a few miles away. So not close enough to really cause you any alarm, but there's definitely activity miles to the west near the mountains, or the
Okay.
rocky outcrops, I guess I should call them.
Oh.
I just got clawed by a fail jump.
Aw.
Oh, hello.
I see we have a Tabaxi familiar in our midst.
Yes,
No.
one of a couple.
Would I be able to use my dream stone? I want to use my dream rock.
So, okay, so this is interesting.
Wait, you don't know.
Oh yeah,
You
Gail
remember
doesn't
the little
know.
No, I just don't know in
Oh.
general.
So yes,
Chandler Bing. Does this look like the face of people who are in the know?
yes. Okay, so basically what happened is Philo. The reason why everyone's after Philo is Philo kind of we'll call it betrayed the party. So Philo was traveling, and he created basically a rupee-shaped green emerald, like from Legend of Zelda, just a rupee basically, kind of 3 by 4 inches, kind of big. And so he created this one day after the night on the Contessa, and he planted it inside the Wicker Man. The Wicker Man gained sentience and started murdering the entire city during the Wicker Man festival.
And so when we finally killed it, Kidus went in like a feral child. I say like
Okay.
a feral child and dug around to find the shiny rock.
Oh, and Cedar accidentally. So I cast suggestion on the thing, and I was like, because it looked like there was a tiny little human on the inside, and I said,
Right.
release him, and so it yanked it out from its center, and the
Killed the
brain
man.
and spine may have detached, so it did not go as Cedar planned.
No.
And so Cedar was like,
But anyway, I want to
I've committed manslaughter.
it was like Keyless. No, shh, go to sleep, go to sleep.
I want to use the dream stone.
Oh no.
Okay, so what you're going to do then is
Good luck.
and just so what you're aware of, just so Gail's aware of it, this will allow you to not only see, but influence a person's dream. So, because
How did you
you're
put this
a
power in
player
your hands?
and you have your own thoughts and feelings, you get to say what the dream is. So, basically, though, there is going to be a roll off because she has to roll a sleight of hand versus your perception check with a disadvantage. So,
You with
Because I'm-
disadvantage.
because I'm sleeping.
Because you're sleeping.
Okay.
She's awake. So roll
It's a
your.
good thing I'm not trying to grow a beard or anything.
So go ahead. And roll your perception with disadvantage.
Frick.
9.
Okay. So
You wait.
Kidus.
I got it.
Oh wow. Okay. So you got a 3?
What?
How is that even possible?
2 plus 1.
2 plus 1. Okay. So basically, what you wake up to,
I
Gail,
wanted to do it.
is she's coming up to you and she's like, I'm being sneaky, I'm being sneaky. And she's saying that to herself as she's walking up to put this gem on your forehead. And hearing those words, you wake up, and as she's reaching to put this gem down on your forehead, you open your eyes, and she just is there, I'm being sneaky. And then as like a deer in the headlights, she just stares at you as you guys lock eyes for an uncomfortable amount of time. Because she was attempting to place this gem on your forehead.
I feel like there's a lot that I could say, but this is a little bit weird, Kidus. I'm not gonna lie.
My dreams. Quote Blitz. What's you dreaming about?
Also, before you go, Kidus, just to let you know, the key to being sneaky isn't just saying I'm being sneaky and just walking normally. I'm not the sneaky type myself, but I know that that's not how you just hide yourself from people.
You were supposed to be sleeping in my defense.
Oh, that is not comforting.
Also, when I said saying I'm sneaking. You're more kind of stage whisper shouting. I am sneaking.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
I will do that next time.
Just something to work on.
Thank you. Goodbye. Good night.
Goodbye.
Sweet dreams.
Please don't bring that gem near me again. And I turn over and I go back to sleep. Completely trusting of every person.
Okay, so you kind of, after a little bit of time, nod off again. I'm still going to give you long rest because I'm going to say that since you kind of actively went back to sleep pretty quickly, you can still have your long rest. No worries there. And Kidis is just being awkward now. So,
I've just seen in the chat, after everything you're weirded out by this. Yeah. that's girl in a nutshell.
Still yes.
Yeah. This is just like ever so slightly above a normal Tuesday for Gail.
Mhm.
She has not necessarily done anything to the members yet. To the party members. Actively.
That scares me. Wow, that is not a sentence I like to hear come out of your mouth.
Yeah. It almost feels like there should be like a David Attenborough style for now after that sentence.
Yes.
I haven't done anything to harm the party.
Chaos.
Chaos.
For now.
not my fault.
But we will be trying again because I have a really good idea for your dream.
Oh no.
Do it. Do it.
Again tonight?
Not tonight.
Okay.
Oh.
I was like, that is the subtlety of a brick. I'll just like that.
No, Kenneth feels too awkward tonight. She's gonna try again tomorrow.
So kids can feel awkward.
Yes.
That's possible.
That is possible.
Good to know. I didn't know if that was just like not within her range of feelings.
No, she can feel
Nah, I'm
embarrassed
messing
and
with you.
awkward and stuff, but it's just not about the things that would be normal necessarily.
Yeah, when I think kid, I think normal kid.
I mean, like, I would think anyone would feel awkward.
Oh, yeah.
If they're trying to place a rock on the head to control someone's dream and they woke up.
It's really funny because I thought about this mechanic too, because I was like, yep, we're going to give the sleeping person disadvantage so they get screwed over regardless, because I really want to see this used. First time out. 3.
I see myself fail in my defense because I thought it'd be so funny for kids to be standing over the party member.
What you dreaming about? Well, I was dreaming my parents were being murdered. I'd like to get back to that now.
I was dreaming, now it's a full-on nightmare.
And we live in an actual nightmare. Anyway.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, that was a good laugh.
So, as the night kind of falls, I guess you guys get some pretty good sleep. Kidis trolls around. Our new friend is now keeping watch over all of the sleeping party that you just met
Kidis is
today.
chasing her ball around the ruins.
Right. And it is now kind of nightfall, and everyone's just kind of rousing awake after a good day's rest, I guess. And
just one quick thing: when Dana notices Kidis chasing this flying ball around the ruins, she's gonna click her fingers, and her cat will sit on top of this ball like a cat on top of a Roomba.
Yes.
And just ride the ball around the ruins.
Magically, this is actually able to do that. The ball will support the weight of the familiar, and this is possible. Every few seconds, though, it'll whir and kind of drop down a couple of inches, and then pop back up to its normal floating height. All right. So you guys are all kind of rousing up and around. So as you kind of get up, though, if you look towards the horizon again, you are not able to see the sandstorm. However, with even all passively, I double-checked all your passive perceptions. Now that night has fallen and everything is still, the breeze is still, the wind is still, you actually hear even with as far away as it is, the roaring of the sandstorm or the sandstorm.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
That's what I was afraid of.
Is it still going on outside?
Yeah.
Ah.
Can't see it, but I can hear it from here. I mean, at this point, I honestly think we got to start moving because Kiddis's earthquake trap will only hold them off for so long.
Yeah, on that note, I actually just before day broke, so maybe an hour ago, I saw them on the move in the westward direction.
Oh,
We're
Yeah, we gotta
leaving
get something.
now.
we gotta leave. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Because as mad as I am at him, it's probably better that we find Philo than they do.
We get to see who Philo's master is!
Oh, yeah.
Let's go! Arthur, you stay in the
Yeah,
back.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay. So where
I mean,
where do you
he
guys
has
land?
a
What?
master.
Yeah, he's
Do
a
I
familiar,
still
you guys.
do I still have this thing's trail from my nat 20 last session?
Hmm. I'm gonna.
If I have to re-roll, that's totally fine.
Yeah, let's go ahead and re-roll and see how you're feeling and where you're at.
Okay. Oh shit. 10.
Not exactly. you know it's in the desert. You know it's not to the south because that's where the city is.
Yep.
You would assume north early.
Where the sandstorm is?
This would be more towards like the edge of the sandstorm. Like if you were to go straight north. So, yeah, if you look on the horizon, or well, you can't really see it now because it's dark. But if to the left side, sandstorm craziness. Right side, rocky outcrops with potential travelers, but you guys weren't advised of that yet. Well, I guess you just said you saw them.
Yeah.
So, you saw people to the west, east.
And so Dana's gonna say, yeah, exactly what I was afraid of happened, and I've lost the trail. So our best bet is either A, we just go north and hope it ends up well, or B, we go northwest, stick to whatever cover we can find, and trail these others towards your fuzzy friend.
I think northwest is a good idea, especially because it keeps us a little bit off of the direct path of the sandstorm. Unless I misheard that. I'm saying that to the party, like, unless I misheard, but I think that's probably our best bet. And if we need to, I can keep to the air and keep a lookout. I can probably hop between walking and flying.
Okay.
But yeah, so I can keep a lookout for maybe the trail or the statue.
Could also be if we're traveling with anybody out there, they may know a bit more about the place. Might be able to give us some hints, what to do in certain situations. Could be a learning experience at the very least. It could be able to help us a bit more. Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe, but in any case, we should get moving now. And I pop into the air so that I can kind of scout ahead and look for the statue thingy.
Okay. So roll a perception for me.
Yeah.
And I was actually gonna have Dana's cat do the same thing.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of see through the eyes and then fly around. Okay. You go ahead and roll a perception as well for me.
9.
Okay.
9.
9.
Ooh, 7.
Okay.
Wow, we suck.
All right. This is where DM goes, I'm gonna give you a few things
right.
to progress story. So you guys kind of cumulatively are flying around. You guys are kind of headed towards a northerly direction, and in the distance, you guys are going to see two things. One thing, kind of directly to the north in your path, you're going to see a small grouping of lights, very dim, just very far ahead of you, probably 7-8 miles. Right? There's not a lot here in the desert, so not a lot obscuring your vision. So I guess the bar is kind of low to see them. You can't really make out what it is, but you see kind of a grouping of small dim lights that seems to be stationary. A look again towards the west, you see the outlines and the shades of dark rocky outcrops and sticking out of the sand. The westerly group seems to be moving southerly, so they seem to be headed towards the city and the darkness. They probably, assumingly, did the same thing you did, where you kind of avoided the heat of the day, and they started kind of traveling during the twilight hours. And this is kind of the thing you see. So if you continually head straight forward, you may run into, or if you wanted to, the small grouping of just stationary lights. If you go westwardly, you could run into that moving group that's headed southerly towards the city.
You hear me?
So I don't know what we want to do.
I kind of want to head in like a northern direction with a slight westward angle.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of slipping between the two groups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be extremely difficult for you because they're kind of miles. Technically, I mean, you can see them really far away, right? So there's probably a good mile gap, and under the cover of darkness. And since if you guys don't like, do you guys all have dark vision now? Just realized that,
Nope.
except for Gale.
Gail still doesn't.
Except for Gale.
Gale's the only
Nope.
one that does.
Yeah. So like literally, you guys could probably very easily just continue to navigate, just kind of slowly. Except for Gale.
Candace
might
is
need
just
some-
holding Gail's hand.
That's what I was
Hello?
wondering.
Anybody? I can still breathe, but I can't see.
I'll just put Cork on Gale's shoulder,
Ah, cat thing.
and she'll just meow every time he gets off Cork.
I don't speak cat. I don't know what's happening.
Hits him in the head as to what direction he needs to go.
Come on, Gail. Candace was pulling him back to it onto the path.
I'm following the sound of the child's voice. I don't know what's happening.
Cedar's still in the air, and she's just watching this and
This isn't very reassuring.
kind of chuckling to herself.
Hey, I'm chaotic, but I'm not dumb.
I never said you were dumb.
Which means I'm not going to run you into anything. So, hey.
No,
Not that there's
I'm
anything
just-
to run you into.
I wouldn't know either way because I can't see.
You wouldn't know if you ran into it.
Yeah, true.
So you guys continue traversing through the desert throughout the day, right? Throughout the night, excuse me. And everything seems to be going kind of your way. It's slow moving, right? Because it's dark and you have to kind of lead Gale. I'm surprised, knowing this group, you didn't fashion some sort of leash for him, like a child's
There have been
backpack.
so many
You know
threats
what I
about a
mean?
leash. Candace would not do that.
It's got like
Oh
a
my
monkey
goodness.
backpack, you know. And as you
It's
guys
a harness and a lead.
you guys now kind of after a few hours of traveling through the dark, you can hear the sandstorm still. Now even without a roll for it, you guys can kind of hear it. And it's really strange because let me see here. A bunch of wizards, magic, intelligence. Yeah. All of you roll an arcana.
Oh,
I have
I haven't rolled yet,
proficiency.
but just you saying that makes me
Okay.
nervous.
14.
22.
15.
Nice.
25.
Okay. You almost hear whispers carried by the wind, and you all recognize it almost as an incantation.
Oh no.
And Cedar realizes that this storm is probably not going anywhere for a while. Because
I
Mhm.
I want to land kind of like within the group. And I just kind of like pop down in the middle of them. You guys, it's magic.
Yeah, I kind of picked up on the same thing. We're gonna deal with that, right?
I mean, I suppose so. I mean, we're gonna have to if we keep going. We can either try and skirt around it, but if it's magic, it's probably right where we need to go.
Is it like the earthquake spell thing that we have?
For sake of simplicity, yeah, probably.
Oh,
That's
am I gonna have
a
sandstorm
very
spell
interesting
now?
question, Kiddis.
Oh my gosh, no, you
Who
you
owns
know what?
a
We're gonna say
geomancy
no
spell?
for now.
We shall
Don't-
go through the mines instead.
Kiddis, roll an individual arcana check for me, because you posed the question.
Me?
Oh no, she's gonna get a
Mhm.
sandstorm spell. This is terrifying. This child's becoming the Avatar.
23.
Seeing as how you're one of the only people in the world right now which owns a geomancy spell, which is a unique spell that was gifted to you by the Fae, if you guys remember,
Uh-huh.
you recognize the word formations and the somatic portion of the incantation that you're hearing as very eerily similar to the Earth Shatter spell you casted earlier in the day, and you get a very strong feeling that this is also a form of geomancy magic.
We gotta go into the phase magic spell.
What?
It's the same thing as our geomancy spell.
Oh,
It's
that
thing.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, if it is from the Fae, then they might. If we are at this point friends of the Fae, which I think at this point we kind of are.
I mean, we did kind of ruin their fire demon.
That was I feel like that one can just be talked out. I feel like that was understandable, seeing as it was also trying to ruin us. It was a mutual ruining. They might not deal as harshly with us as they might with, say, the other people looking for Philo.
That's a good plan.
But we should never bank on that. Never bank on that. Never bank on.
But magic.
Oh no, we're going in. Don't bank on them playing easy on us. Never, never bank on people playing easy on you.
No, we get to play a game. Called Do We Die?
Oh,
No thanks, I
it's
choose
not a game.
life.
It's not a game.
That is a game.
Oh, honey.
Isn't that like the whole thing? Like there's a saying like life's a game?
Yes.
Which implies that losing means you die.
You're technically right. You're technically right. But I feel like we'll unpack that later.
Okay. I was right. So we're good.
All right, yeah, let's go into the freaking.
Just counterpoint.
Hmm?
If we're friends with the Fae, and the Fae are causing this, what if we just leave it alone?
I'm not planning on stopping the sandstorm. I just want to see if the sandstorm is hiding where we need to go. Kind of like how I did the whole spell back there to make it so they couldn't follow us.
I'm okay with that.
DM, could I fly completely above the range of the sandstorm? So I kind of get above it and see if I can locate the kind of central part of the power.
1 second to math, please.
I'm probably gonna regret this. I had a whole
The power of mathematics.
Oh boy.
Roughly, because I didn't want to finish it. 16 hours to see.
16 hours to fly there? Holy.
This is so you're talking about hundreds of square miles,
Yeah.
and I know you have
You
a
would have-
direction you want to go, but you're talking about, geez, 20,000 feet up across thousands of miles. I mean, we're talking so you'd have to also deal with some. I mean, you would also be borderline hypoxic at that point too.
Gail, you go. You can
Which-
breathe. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Um,
All of that was out of character.
and I'm not saying just to get there. I'd be like round trip. It would be the better part of the day.
There and back. Nah, splitting up from the party like that is a terrible idea in the desert. I've read enough books where horrible things happen in the desert.
Hey, I live in a desert. Thank you very much.
And if you go in alone and unprepared, or do horrible things happen?
Like, wait, alone and unprepared? Like your party just did?
We're not alone. We have each other.
And technically
Unprepared
The
magical
power of
food.
Well,
friendship will protect us from this magical sandstorm.
Friendship.
Yay.
And imagination.
Okay. Yeah. So scrap that idea. I never had it.
It's all good. It's posing the question. You're smart enough that you did the math yourself. As a character.
As a character, not as a Sophie.
Ouch.
So, are we going into the sandstorm or not?
I mean, at this point, I'm cool, whatever, I guess. Never thought I'd say
I
about
mean-
walking into a sandstorm.
Doesn't make much difference to you. You can't see anyway.
Jesus.
Who said that?
Well, okay, the only big issue I see with that is, will it injure us?
Which one of us can take a hit? We'll shove you in and figure it out.
No. No.
Nature
No.
check if you have the question.
If we have the question, is it possible?
If it would hurt you.
So can we all?
Yeah.
24.
Oh dang.
Five.
Gail will be perfect.
No. No.
I see no problems with this whatsoever. I
12.
also don't see anything.
That's a 13, not a 12. My bad.
Kidda still has her plan of shoving someone in and testing it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So, so 24 was that first roll, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you get the feeling that the wind strength within a typical sandstorm, and this is a nature check, by the way, not an arcana,
Mm-hmm.
even though you've already assumed it was magic, will be about 20 to 60 miles per hour. Visibility will be reduced down to about 3 to 4 feet. Gas and vapors are immediately dispersed. Candles, torches, anything that's unprotected flame will be extinguished. And as you walk per action, there'll be about a 50% chance, which will be a d6 roll. 3 up you stand, 3 down you fail. To stand, that you'll be knocked prone by the wind and sand. For each hour portion thereof, the character is exposed to the sandstorm. It must make a DC 16 Constitution check and a DC 10 Dex check. Otherwise, suffer consequences that will be remained unknown, even as that roll happened. That is a normal sandstorm that you've experienced in your life in your travels, and
Mhm.
you remember the feeling of the sand buffering your skin like sandpaper flying around you and into your lungs and mouth and eyes. And it was a day you feel that you, at level 5, barely survived.
Okay.
Gosh.
However, that is a normal sandstorm of the same size.
Mm-hmm. So Dana's gonna go, just now, I have never encountered a magical sandstorm. I don't know if any of y'all have, but from the regular sandstorms I have encountered, this is a terrible idea.
Okay. So we should not go in there then. General consensus, I think.
So we
Yeah.
go around.
Yeah. Around giving it enough room. We don't want to toy with the edge of that kind of thing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So you travel
I think
closer,
we keep
or you keep going? What is your plan?
we keep going, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna
Kind
try
of on
to
our general path we were already going.
still avoiding parties and kind of walking to keep the sandstorm to the west of you, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Okay. Okay. So you
Are you
continually
tempted to have some kids wander over to a party?
right. So you continue to travel. You guys skillfully avoided the parties during the night. And as daybreak happens, the sun begins to rise. The storm, you've made it a decent amount of space just kind of traveling through the night walking. And you can see the storm still to your left. And without a perception check, I will give this to you because passively what you guys would have noticed in your travels is that the storm doesn't really seem to be moving. Although, realistically, that's probably not a surprise at this point, given the fact that you've already kind of discerned that you're familiar with the style of magic. It's moving in the sense that it's circling, but it's not covering more area of the desert. Usually, sandstorms will travel through an open space because there's no land to stop it, kind of like a hurricane. And eventually, the wind cutting into the earth will slow down as it shrinks downward. This seems to maintain the height and the speed and kind of be circling the large area. Again, Arcana check, not really a surprise for you, it's just what you passively notice. As the sun crests the rocks, you see an encampment that you didn't notice before. Closer than you probably would have liked, because they didn't have lights on throughout the night. But you see an encampment of people, probably a mile or so out, near the closest grouping of rocks to you, that is breaking camp, or they're striking, essentially. They seem to be wanting to travel during the day. And let's see. Anyone who wants to try to get a closer look at them can roll a perception check.
I do.
Okay.
Kiddis does. She's been wanting to go over to the party so much,
Yeah.
but no one was letting her.
I'll give it a go. Why not?
You said what roll?
Just a perception.
I have a 9.
Really? Now
Fine.
you roll well? It's a dirty 20.
7.
14.
Anyone with 15 up sees what looks like lizard people. They're humanoid in shape, but they have...
Heat gives them energy.
yes, so you would get the impression that they're cold-blooded, so they didn't want to travel during the cold night. But they are multicolored lizards. Who got the dirty 20? Gale? Gale notices, though,
which
that
is really
they're-
weird.
Yeah.
It's daytime now. He can see.
He can see. He's like, man, my eyes were super adjusted. I've been waiting for this. You get the glint of sun in your eyes of the sun bouncing off of polished metal. You get the impression that they are armed, but they are just striking camp and moving about their business. They're not aggressively posturing, from what you can tell. They're just packing up, but every single one of them does seem to have some form of weaponry on them.
I'll
you
relay
think
this to the rest of the group. I don't know. I can't really see from this distance. Either way, I think we should just, tread carefully. And if we do interact with them, don't do anything that may cause any kerfuffles or anything like that. So, don't go over to anybody if they're asleep and hold a massive dreamstone over their heads, because that might
You
freak
didn't know
people
it was
out.
a dreamstone. She never told you what it was.
Okay, fine. A big green stone or something. I don't know.
Kiddis has not told anyone what she has.
Although
They-
Cedar sees it, Cedar's gonna know.
That's why
They-
she's pulled it out while Cedar's awake.
So they saw you steal it, but no one's questioned you about it.
No one has. Like the thing
I
is, she
saw
showed
her steal it.
no, because no one's. I don't think anyone saw me steal it, and I shoved it into my bag. And I have the only time I pulled it out is when I was trying to get Gale.
You're right. I thought Cedar had seen you, but no, you two just saw Philo fly away.
Yeah, no, we just saw Philo.
Okay, yeah, so you have a mystery stone.
Kidis is keeping quiet. She wants to see if it works.
It's Grog with Craven Edge.
Oh no.
Okay, so you guys will just continue not going near the parties. You just kind of continue as normal.
You guys are going to have to drag Kidis because she's going to be trying to go over the party. She's like, we can have directions.
No. It's probably better if we don't really communicate with a lot of other people.
Better than us dying in the middle of the desert.
I can heal.
He can heal.
That doesn't stop.
Just putting that out there.
He has the berry thing.
Yeah, I can make good
stop
berries.
heat stroke.
You have a cold jacket. Wear the cold jacket.
That cold jacket might be cursed.
I really don't
At
know
this
what you want
point,
me to
what
do.
isn't?
I can pull out my new magic thing. I want to use my magic bag.
To quote Virgil.
Also, at this point, what isn't cursed?
Roll a D1000.
Most of the things we pull is
I think Calvin just is a
D1000.
curse. Calvin's just a curse. Like, he's not even a cursed object. He just is a curse.
36.
A very cheaply made child's charm bracelet with with a finely inscripted metal charm that says "I heart my mommy."
Oh no!
Kidis puts it on.
The surprised look on my face. Didn't copy. Hold on. Big list. Gotta go back.
I'm kind of guessing. You know those really sort of cheap plasticky bracelets that kind of look like I don't know if you have this in the States, but Dolly Mix, where it's just like different colours of candy almost.
Oh, like
I'm trying to think of the best way. Yeah, kind of. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this to you.
I think they're called pony beads. Are you talking
I'll go with that.
Are you talking like pony beads, like the large plastic like beads that like children's toys are made out of?
Sort of. It's I'll find a picture and I'll put it in the chat.
Or is it like
on.
a plastic weave?
I don't know. It could be like Actually, you know what I'm thinking of now. You know the bands used to make out of like rubber bands.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's sort of what I'm thinking. Yeah.
This is a little bit nicer than that. It's still a metal charm bracelet, but it's not like embellished with expensive stones. Like it's probably more pewter linkage. They're the only real like sterling piece is the one that has the inscription for the mother.
No.
I'm glad I get to use this
Who's
item.
missing this one?
So sad.
So, you guys continue forward, I guess, as the day goes on. You are feeling
We're gonna
a
have to
little
rest
tired.
at some point.
Oh yeah. We should rest at some point.
As day breaks. And so you can choose to continue for a few more hours if you want before the heat of the day begins to get too overbearing. Or you can try to find a place to camp or stay or however you want to play it out.
Well, I think we can travel for a little while, but like be looking for a good place to make camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay.
I like that plan.
The dice says roll another Arcana. Because you are getting
All less
closer.
or-
Yeah, you're getting closer and closer to the sand wall, basically.
Nat 20.
12.
And then when you add my Arcana, 27.
28.
Also a nat 20.
Okay. So, given your... God, I did not expect 25 pluses. and nat 20s. You guys are just getting the fun rolls today. I just want to try to explain this so you guys know. So you guys know 100% now that this is in fact a Fey wild magic that was this was created by a Fey. You immediately get a clarity moment that the feeling of this gives you the same almost residue, like a magical residue feeling. I don't know how else to explain that, of the same magic that you experienced in the forest in session 2 with the runes.
But here's the thing, Kittis would not know that.
So Kittis would not know that. However, what Kittis hears is a pull. Almost a tug of her heart of magical curiosity towards the sandstorm.
Without saying a word, Kittis starts walking.
And the natural 20 and the... So the thing is... Sorry, so it's you want to go by Danny for short, or what did you... Dana, excuse me. So Dana recognizes this as well because given her backstory, without giving too much away, where she met her Fae, who she's already discussed that she's met, had the same exact trap around it as the forest that you guys encountered. So you understand the intent. There is something in the center of that storm, and it is Fae related. And you, after spending so much time with him and understanding his magic, would almost feel him as well. Philo. So you know, because I can't fight nat 20s and 28s and 27s. You know he's in there. However, you know that magical sandstorm is likely every bit as dangerous as a regular sandstorm. However, like with most magics, there is probably a trick to it.
Okay.
Kittis is walking. If you guys are not following her or stopping her, she's literally just marching over to the sandstorm. Just following her impulse.
Hey, wait. We talk it out with the group before we run into sandstorms.
No! We're going!
Little help. I turn to the other
Kittis.
And then I just go, help. And then I just go after her to go and slow her down, grab her,
Dana's gonna shoot a firebolt at her just in front of her.
What is it with you and aiming at Kittis?
Roll to make sure you don't get a nat 1.
What is with your characters in doing this?
Somebody gave rain fire.
She's gonna stop and then go around.
Fireball?
Somebody gave rain fire.
17.
Okay, so it lands in front of her, explodes.
Yes.
She avoids any sort of damage.
Thank goodness.
Kittis stands back up again and goes looks, and goes, and then continues going.
Okay. There's a smarter way we can go about this.
I don't like that one.
We haven't discussed it yet. Maybe we should consider asking for help. And I kind of
want to see the sandstorm first.
No. And very quickly, I start speaking in Sylvan. Hey, Yellow, Buttercup, I don't know what your name is, so I'm calling you Buttercup for now. If I feel like you're probably watching, because y'all seem to do that. Can we have a little hint before this kid goes headfirst into a sandstorm, please?
Don't worry, Kittis is stopping at the edge of the sandstorm, but she's basically looking like she's just about ready to tackle it.
Please, I really want to know what's in there, but I really don't want me or my friends to get hurt. Come on.
Performance.
Oh, it's traveling across my dorm. Give me a sec. I've got to go find it. Please be good. You rolled all that way and you're a natural 8. Let me just see what my mod is.
It is what?
10. Again, don't be afraid to ask for help, people say. This is what happens when you ask for help.
Ask for help.
You roll a 10.
Ignore them, please.
Okay. So, I'll give you a hint. But I can't really give you context. So this is going to be great. To see what you do with it.
I like this.
So I don't want to give you nothing, because that's the point of the game. It's fun. Through the roaring of the sandstorm that Kittis is running to, I even changed the maps for you so you get a look of what's happening right now. The dress is blowing in the wind as well. You hear what sounds like a whisper through the rumbling that just says, "Her trick is sleep," in a voice that you find familiar.
We knock one of the party members out and chuck. And chuck them in to see if anything happens.
Okay. I'm about to make a very bad decision. Okay.
Do not fall asleep in front of a sandstorm.
That's not my plan, actually.
Sorry, when you said bad decision, I instantly just thought straight away.
It's better than Kittis' plan knocking someone out
Just instantly passes the frick out, just at will. Just, night, guys. No.
Guys, I got this. Boom.
I got this. It's like that. I can stop my heartbeat, but only for 60 seconds. Go. Okay. I may have gotten a little help. Her trick is sleep, whatever that means. So, Kittis probably can't. You don't really sleep.
I can. Kittis yells back. I can go to sleep. It's just rude.
You mean it's rude? Okay. Dana,
Let's unpack that.
Yo.
how are you with sleeping? Because I could speed run that process for somebody.
Okay. Alternate idea. What time do people normally sleep?
Night.
Exactly. If her trick is sleep, what if we just enter at night?
It's a good idea.
Oh, yeah. That could work.
I was going to suggest that I cast suggestion on one of you and knock you the heck out.
That was my plan, ish.
You're lucky Dana suggested that because there was only one person left.
Yeah.
I was going to ask first, to be fair.
I mean, at least the consent would be there, I guess, but still.
Oh, I'm not going to do that without asking. I'm not going to knock you out without asking unless you're being, like, really, crazy or something.
Like,
2x4 also works as a sleep aid.
What?
Yeah, comment was 2x4 also works as a sleep aid.
damn.
You're not wrong. Not wrong.
Mike, no! Okay, but yeah, I like the idea of waiting till night.
And Kittis plops her butt down right in front of the sandstorm.
No, Mike, no. Swear, my cousin.
Magic sandstorm, magic. It's so funny. The places that Kittis wants to go is the places we need to go, and everyone says no.
I think it's more the methods in getting there. I think it's
Yeah.
why we're saying no.
We're not saying we're not going there. We're saying your method is going to get you hurt.
At the very beginning, I said we should go into sandstorm, and you were like, "No, sandstorm bad."
I thought we were supposed to avoid the sandstorm at first. Normally, that's what you're supposed to do.
It's a geomancy spell. It's a fate spell.
You're a geomancer stuff.
Yes, I am. I casted it.
Okay,
Great
so
big earthquake.
all right, if we fall asleep now, we should be well rested enough at night to take on this thing.
Do you... Okay, so, a kid has kind of walked up to where the edge of the sandstorm is. And you can get fairly close to it because it's not moving any direction aside from into itself in a circle, like a tornado almost. So are you guys camping on the edge of the sandstorm?
That's basically, I think, the plan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, until we actually go to sleep, Kiss is running up and down on this edge of the sandstorm, just kind of like, woo, woo.
Okay. So it is midday, but you guys are kind of tired just from traveling all day. And so, yes, you... Hypersonic Pineapple. That's hilarious. I love that name. So you guys
My other
kind
cousin.
of break a small camp near the sandstorm wall. And it is loud. You would find it very difficult to rest here. Just because the decibels of the sound coming through your ears, you're kind of taking your cloaks and your clothing and trying to like buffer the noise out a little bit. Anyone with heightened senses would not sleep very well here. So you get rest, but probably the equivalent of a short rest, not a full rest, because you're tossing and turning a lot throughout the day. Between the heat being completely exposed, you're actually getting shade though from the overtop of the sandstorm wall protrudes out farther because it kind of caves in. So the base and the ceiling are a little bit higher, so you actually get some blockage of the natural light from the sun, so it's not beating down on you guys throughout your camping experience. But you guys are able to kind of rest here. Did you want to do any sort of watching or anything like that, or rotation?
I will keep watch, yeah.
Candace will keep watch after she finishes her thing, and she'll actually keep watch this time, but she's like fighting the temptation to try the stone again, but she's like, he's not sleeping deep enough.
Well, okay. Yeah.
During the interlude between when just like during the time when both Kiddis and Dana are awake at the same time, she's just gonna I'd assume just see Kiddis staring at the stone and just go, so what's that about?
It's shiny.
What you got there? A smoothie.
So what are you gonna do with the shiny rock?
Put it on my friend's head.
Okay. Can I ask why?
No.
Fair enough. Would you care for assistance?
Oh no.
Do I get advantage if she assists me?
I will say that you guys will both get the opportunity to sneak up and place
Poor
the stone
Dale.
independently if you wanted to.
Okay.
Oh,
Can
but I
I-
want to do it. No,
but if-
I want to
if
do
I-
it.
If I do it, can I let her control the dream?
Yeah, once he's in a catatonic state, he's not going to respond. So
So I
What now?
can place the
Oh
stone
my
and
goodness.
she can control the
Almost
dream.
Yeah.
poked.
Kiddis is like, I like this plan. So she's like, I take back everything I said about you.
Yeah, no, I don't hurt people that I enjoy, and I enjoy you quite a bit. I just didn't want you to get yourself killed because I enjoy you quite a bit.
See, I'm impulsive, but I'm not stupid. I am like 53,
137.
so that's not that big.
I mean, I am getting ready to roll my perception check right now, just preemptively.
go ahead.
Okay.
Mercy.
I've got disadvantage, I'm guessing, because I'm asleep.
Yep, and you each get a roll against him.
This whole time, completely oblivious.
Oh, okay. 8.
Oh.
17.
Hey.
Oh. Oof. That sucks.
What do you say, DM? Does the 17 beat an 8? Do you think that's do you think that works?
But anyway, so the dream Kiddis is giving you is not actually a bad dream. Instead, it's all about her, and you're having to play with her, and she's trying to will you to actually play with her for once.
Oh my-
Every time she's asking you to play, you've said no. So
Oh,
she's
guilt
basically
trip.
trying to use
you
your
mean-
subconscious to like hint at your like you're like, oh, what does this mean? Maybe I should play with the child. It's like her thought process.
She's
Hang
laughing
on, hang
so hard
on.
she's tearing up right now. Oh my
Are,
gosh.
are you incepting Gale to be a better sort of big brother or something? I don't know what the sort of.
Maybe like the kid wants to play with you, and the kid is just like acting all happy playing with you, and you guys, and she's trying to make it as fun as possible.
It's actually really
And so then in waking life, you won't be friends with her.
Oh my god!
So you have this wonderful dream where you almost feel bonded to Kittis. Like you get this feeling of just joy, like childlike joy, playing with her throughout your dream. And something very interesting happens. Next roll you have against Kittis will be with disadvantage to you. So if she tries to do anything to you, you will have a hard time arguing that fact. If that makes sense. You
Oh,
almost
this is gonna be
feel
so much fun.
almost
I am the
magically
last
bonded
standing.
to her in the most wonderful of ways.
Oh my
I'm the last
goodness.
vestige of sanity on this sinking ship.
It's like the thing is like Candace has tried getting you to play with her a few times now, and you've always just rejected her.
She has.
You mean like once when he was busy?
But this has just been like, how do I get this thing to like me?
This thing.
This thing. Jesus.
Wow.
Our cleric's broken. He won't play with me.
He says he likes to heal people, but he won't heal my mental health.
So, the-
My clerics want to play with me. Can I trade him in for a new model?
Keeper of the Gate just noticed my counter.
Okay.
Love
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Yeah, I gotta shift it a little bit.
Oh, I like the owls on the thing now.
Mhm.
I'm literally lightheaded right now from laughing.
I'm having
I
to
think Gail just wakes up and goes, kid's not bad.
It's good times.
And Candace gives like a very quiet high five. Because like the question is does she know what kid has made Gail dream?
DM.
So-
Ooh.
Gale does not know.
But
Gale,
do I?
Gale is unaware. You saw it, yeah.
Okay.
You touched the because you placed the stone. You saw it.
Mhm.
You,
Okay.
you chose not to influence the dream, but almost in a mind's eye state. Almost like, you know how you see a dream but kind of forget it in the morning when you wake up?
Yeah.
You can kind of recall the dream that Gale had, almost not perfectly in your mind, but you understand what was happening.
Yeah.
She just goes. She reciprocates the high five, and just goes. A, adorable. B, depressing. C, I will 1000% hang out with you. You are easily my favorite.
Aw, thank you. You should probably get away. He yelled at me earlier for my theater whisper.
Theater whisper.
So when does Cedar sleep?
I'm scared. I mean, I assume she was sleeping that whole time because she's like, they'll take watch, and I don't think they're gonna kill me in my sleep, so I'm asleep now.
All right.
Candace is not going to kill you.
So-
I'm just very
I know
excited
you're
I
not
finally
gonna
got
kill
the
me in
stream
my
thing.
sleep. I'm your
Your
bird mom.
your dream is
Also,
a
I'm your
little
sweet
bit
mate,
different.
and I get you.
Yeah.
What?
Your dream is a little bit different.
Ooh, dream time.
Your body
I don't like the scary music.
begins to feel warm all over. You asked for a favor today, and being so close to the Fey magic, you
Hoping.
feel warm. Your feathers, almost in your sleep, in your waking form, begin to kind of change a different hue of yellow as the shine of your feathers and the light change as the day kind of travels over you, and you are in a dead sleep. And in your mind, in your sleep, you see a little yellow fairy face staring down at you. And then you realize it's your soul almost floating above you as it becomes a reflection of yourself. It says, I thought you were smarter than this. Did you not understand the message?
Sleep. The secret is sleep. I thought that meant that we needed to sleep to get into the sandstorm.
Yes. But you don't sleep here. You
Oh,
sleep
no.
in the storm.
Oh, gosh.
And you wake up completely rested, stiff, and as the sun sets, the last light peeking over a rocky outcrop before it shades into darkness for the day hits your feathers, and you notice that they are different. They are not just glittery, but as you kind of turn your hand or your wing around, they're actually shining different vibrant colors of yellow. And then, almost as if you see it, your body snaps back to its normal color with no glitter. And you feel almost like if you wanted to change your colors again, you could probably do it at will.
Oh.
Whoa.
Awesome. Huh. Duly noted. Duly noted.
Can't find my travel music. Where did it go? There we go.
This is now playing around with Atlas and Chrome and Arthur.
Did anyone notice just the shining bird? Just the
Yes.
glowing in her sleep?
Yes. They all noticed that you were, as the light hit your body, you were vibrantly changing different colors, kind of like a chameleon.
Awesome!
Anyways, you asked for a favor.
I did. I kind of set up, so I may have made a miscalculation.
Yeah.
We're supposed to
on.
sleep in the sandstone.
No, I don't want to go to sleep.
No. We're gonna figure something out.
I'll do it.
Hey, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go to sleep if you don't want to. I don't think all of us have to. Just some of us. It's okay.
I'll do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, I can. Wait, Gail, you have command, right? I can take it. It was my miscalculation.
Let me look. Yeah, I can.
No disrespect. You're a smidge too squishy.
That's valid. That is valid. Huh. Okay, I can probably use suggestion or command. Which do you prefer, Dana?
I don't know much about either, so dealer's choice.
I turn to Gail. Boulder, paper, shears? I mean, boulder,
Sure.
parchment, shears? Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
I can't see what you're holding. We both... Shears. Let's try again.
Okay. Ow!
Oof. Wait, we didn't discuss...
Always go shears.
Yeah. I guess I'll do it then.
Okay.
Do.
You
I
do that,
cast-
and I can entertain the child.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Yay!
Mercy. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. No, that was half character action.
Okay.
Only half of that was me. Where are my spells?
Do you want to play with Chrome with me?
Sure. I feel strangely compelled to do so.
I would like to use a 2nd level spell slot to cast Suggestion. And oh, hey, since the level up, now you have to get above a 15. But
I'm not even trying to contest it.
oh,
Yeah,
you're not even trying.
so-
Okay, cool.
So you can choose not to contest it, just given the scenario. So
All right. So,
You guys have to go into the sandstorm first.
oh yeah.
Well, I do. She doesn't.
Okay, so we go to the edge of the sandstorm. Okay, I'll cast it, and I'll just kind of push you in. Does that sound good?
And she walks right into the sandstorm.
Okay, that's good too. All right, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Suggestion 5E. Let me just make sure it doesn't break due to damage to receiver. Give me 1 second.
It does.
It does.
Done.
Okay. But seeing as how Mr. Who's on field save versus construction can cause specific conditions trigger special activity during the duration, for example, give her what she meets conditions damage. If you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends. So technically by law, it's not all damage. It's damage caused by caster,
An ally.
An ally.
Aha, loophole.
Yeah. So that's why I like to read spells again,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna laugh when you find out why Philo was able to do his thing on his own, because I have a feeling you're gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're Miss Meta. And there's bylaws. So you walk into the storm and you are immediately baffled with the full sheer force. Your mind blank only with the suggestion that you were given to sleep. And though you're just at the edge, it still hurts and shears your skin as you drift slowly off to sleep, your eyes close. You feel the piercing damage of just sandpaper coursing through your entire body. You take 11 damage. Your body collapses.
Yeah.
Your body collapses to sleep, and almost as if you hit the ground, you're in a softer sand. It fills your mouth as you kind of spit it out. Water just pulsing right next to you. The shade of a skeleton just kind of comforts you. It's the perfect temperature. And when you look up even farther, you see a woman made of stone sleeping in the sand. And as far as the party's perspective goes,
No.
We just said you were ending your day.
we're not able to see what happened. Because the moment the sand wall took her, she almost vanished from sight. So I do want you all to roll a perception check to see if you get anything. So just go ahead and roll a group perception, because I'm assuming you're all staring very intently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. 19.
17.
I didn't hear one from Kiddos.
9.
Still overall actually perfectly fine. You met the threshold there. You see her, just the silhouette of her in the sand, her cloak almost being torn and sheared, tattered at the ends, as she kind of collapses to the ground and seemingly disappears.
She can't hear us, can she? 'Cause she's gonna be
Yeah, she's
asleep.
asleep.
Do we drag her out? Do we leave her in? What do we do?
I don't know. Stupid.
No. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Teleported. Because she disappeared. Like,
Like, did she completely disappear, or okay.
So you
Could've
don't
done.
100% know. You can theorize.
Uh,
You just know that she collapsed and you no longer see her.
oh gosh. Did I just kill her? Oh, did I just kill her? do we do?
Have to go to sleep.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be right here the whole time. Promise. If you want, maybe I can go in with you.
You can teleport in, and maybe it'll make it so the storm doesn't get mad at me.
Okay. Do you want? Okay. Maybe this will help you feel a little better. You pick who knocks you out. Bad choice of words, but
You would probably know, I would assume, DM, correct me if I'm wrong, that that suggestion isn't suggestion concentration.
is it?
It is.
I can also.
Yeah, so if you use it on
Oh.
someone else, you break it on me.
Got it. Okay. Retcon. I can only keep it on one person at a time. So. Okay. But I will be right here the whole time.
Hold on 1 second.
Oops. There.
No, hold on. I have to look at magical conditions.
This is making me so nervous.
That's
It's
right,
not-
I can't magically be put to sleep. I didn't think about that.
For rule of cool, I'm gonna let it happen because it was
Cool.
suggestion. You would have. I mean, you would have been able to immediately wake back up, right? Because you followed the
Yeah.
command, you went to sleep, and then you'd snap right out of it instantly. So,
Right.
like, rule of cool is fine, but like using it in like combat would not be good.
Mhm.
Okay, so I don't have a rule for this because it doesn't exist. So what I'm gonna have Cedar do is roll an Arcana check.
Right. Okay, wait. My
+7.
right, I have +7. Okay, 15.
You know your concentration was broken.
Oh,
You feel the spell end.
I
No.
think I could probably do it again because
Most likely wouldn't really work on me though.
I mean we can always give it a shot. Okay,
I don't want to be put to sleep by someone.
okay. I will not make you do anything you're uncomfortable.
It's okay. Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to hold your hand? Will that help?
Cadis just teleports into the storm.
Oh boy, she's gone.
Oh,
How long are you immune?
1 round.
6 seconds. Okay. Sorry, goodness.
No problem.
You jump in, fearing the sleep. You jump into the storm deep. And immediately, it's dark. The sand rips around you. And for 6 seconds, you can breathe. You can think. You can blink. And when that 6 seconds end, panic sets in. Because you don't know physically where you are now. You are in here, and you know you teleported in, but you wouldn't really even know which direction would be out. You feel the burn of the sand ripping at your skin. It's entering your lungs, your nose, your mouth slowly as the fading of your teleportation, just as quickly as the pain sets in around your body.
But the thing is, it's not for one term. It's just till the start of my next.
So, skill base, it's
Kobe.
so in this one here, because this is technically a skill trap, a skill puzzle, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
An action would still technically be 6 seconds.
Okay.
I will let you avoid damage for the moment, though, because it just kind of onsets you as opposed to being immediate.
Well, it is only resistance, not immunity. I don't know if that changes anything.
I'll say she's resistant to the storm. I kind of rule it as she's kind of phased out of. She's in a phase, like
Okay.
she's in a string reality for like a couple of seconds, so she's halfway
it's
in,
like-
halfway out.
Because the way it says is like you're very like ghostly and like stuff like that. Like you look like a ghost. You're
Yeah.
kind of like halfway see through.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I figured. Dimensionally, she's kind of just in the middle right now. And so you see her disappear, and you can no longer see her party. So Cedar and Gale are outside the storm. What do you do?
Do we have to do that now? Because
I think we do.
I'd love to see you guys like
Maybe.
double jeopardy yourselves.
Okay.
You know what I
I
mean?
have an idea. It might work, and it might not.
okay,
If we cast at the exact same time,
You walk in and go.
if we walk in and cast at the exact same time on each other, obviously,
okay.
it might work. Otherwise, I don't see a way that all of us can go in, and unfortunately, I think we all need to go in.
I think you're right. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I hate this. Okay.
It's okay. Just focus on me. It's okay.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm
Ready?
ready. Let's go. 3, 2,
2,
1,
1.
go. And
Sleep.
We cast.
You jump in.
Go to sleep.
cast.
Oh yeah, we jump in and cast at the same time.
So you feel about the same thing, where you're not resisting the command, you're not resisting the suggestion, and you guys kind of just almost hold hands as you walk in, break your hands, and verbally speak your spells. Cedar pays her material cost and it disappears. As it disappears, the sand pelts your bodies. You feel the pain, and it almost breaks the spell concentration, but just as soon as it does, Cedar will take 8 damage. Gale will take 12. Jeez.
12 damage.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And you guys collapse, and just as soon as you collapse, you're snapped back to reality on the soft sand. You three are now all kind of staring at each other,
Oh no.
and you hear the sound of writhing pain coming from the wall.
Oh my gosh, she's still in there.
As Kittis takes 7 damage and is now in the storm. What would you like to do, Kittis?
I'm going to ask my fairy for help.
Okay, roll a performance.
Let's see. Well, frick, 4.
What was the roll?
Total with my modifiers 4.
So you rolled a 4 on the performance to scream for help?
No, it was a 4 total. Even when you add the mod.
So this one's interesting.
Beautifully bad.
So you open your mouth almost reflexively to kind of like scream for help as the sand fills your lungs and burns your throat and tears as you feel the sandpaper feeling going down your throat and pulling apart your cheeks. Your skin and your fingernails almost feel like they're being lifted by the amount of force of sand being forced into your person right now.
I hate you for that.
This is terrible.
Why?
And
Why?
you take another 11 damage.
Oh my god.
How much do you have left?
19.
Okay. And you will be allowed to take another action.
What do I want to do? I have an idea, but it's a bad one.
I will never say no.
At this point,
It's a bad one, and I don't want to do it if I don't have to.
I'm so scared.
Because the idea is for her basically to attack herself and knock you, because you are knocked out when you're almost dead.
Okay, so your idea is to knock yourself out. How would you do it?
Oh boy.
That's the question. That's the thing. Because I don't want to do it, but I don't know if she would even be able to think of a new solution in this one. Because her plan would be to cast Shatter and just like around herself and just knock herself out.
Okay, go and do it.
All right. So I don't have to do I like if she's not resisting it? Does she have to still do the save?
No, you're intending to hurt yourself with your 19 health left.
Well, she only got 8 damage.
Okay, that's with the shatter effect and everything.
With the Shatter effect.
Because doesn't the shatter? No. Okay, so you got
No.
8 damage total. Got it. Okay, so that leaves you at 11. I have 3 d6s. Let's see how much I hurt you. Okay. So here's how this plays out.
Oh boy.
It's gonna die.
No. No, that cannot happen.
So you get the idea to try to incapacitate yourself, because if you're like, hey, if I'm not around, one of two things will happen. Either I won't feel this pain anymore, or I won't feel this pain anymore. And due to the amount of pain that you're under, it's understandable that your first reaction is just to make it stop. Anyone who's felt this pain before would have the same fight or flight existence. And you cast this shatter, and it's almost taken by the sand wall around you as your shatter just rips around you into pieces. Poking and prodding into parts of your body, it explodes outward. And just as much as it does, you gasp again in the pain of the shatter, and the sand wall takes you. Your mind fades as your body fades out, and you are completely incapacitated. Your health reduced down to 1. You're laying on the ground in this sandstorm. No hope of survival. When 4 giant rips, 1 in each of your arms, 1 in each of your legs, tear, almost like your skin is cloth, and thousands of threads pour out of your body to form makeshift, almost like spiders' legs, as they drag your incapacitated corpse out of the desert into the clearing.
Child from the ring.
Your body half in the sandstorm, now half out. Your 3 friends see your body lying somewhat lifeless. You hear the words in your ears and mind ring out. Now you owe me a favor.
Okay.
You are mine to take, and no one else's. And you begin to cough and wake up as the sand around you is filled with the pitter-patter of footsteps of your 3 new friends running towards you at full speed.
Oh my gosh, my face. Hey.
Hey, hey, whoa,
Cedar, is going as fast as she can and instantly gets down, props her up. Hey, it's okay. You'll fix her. Please fix her.
Yep. I'm gonna pop a cure wounds, and it's gonna be 3rd level because you lost quite a bit of health there.
Kiddos, roll an Arcana for me.
Arcana? Okay. 18.
That was not your fairy, but it was your fairy's power.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
Do with that, do with that what you want.
Well, we're gonna be in trouble later. Sorry, guys.
Oh. This will be fun.
Gail, how much was healed? Just so she
21 points.
All right. So Kiddos,
Dang.
you're now at 22 life. Yeah, he cast it at 3rd level. That's a good that's a good amount.
So wait, how much do I
I'm a
have?
healer.
22 total. You never fully reached in cap.
So, 22 total. Okay, here we go. Thank you.
Okay. So the sandstorm is now behind you. You guys can take a breath of almost relaxation. And you kind of look up, the water clear around you, not contaminated. It's almost a miniature little oasis. Seems to be magically pulsing from its center. You see the skeleton of what looks like a dragon laying next to you, and the statue of the sleeping lady. The portal that you saw earlier with Philo in your vision is not open currently. But you feel a strange pull towards the statue.
Before I can really like stop myself, I just give Kidis like a huge like tight hug. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're okay.
Okay.
Man, you really bounce back fast.
I've cheated death a few times. What's one?
Good attitude.
Although, I may have sold my soul.
Oh.
What?
It's gonna bite me later?
Yeah, no, run us back through that one. Happened.
I got hurt. I tried killing myself. And now I'm here.
Just brushing right over that fact, are we?
Chaotic. Hi.
Chaotic! Hello!
You walked in on a very good time.
You walked in.
Child
Kidis
murder.
almost died.
Kidis almost committed suicide.
Hey, Chaotic. I'm sorry you're sick. I hope you feel
Oh,
better.
I'm sorry you're sick. Drink a lot of fluids.
But no,
It's your turn to hydrate now.
but no. So anyway, I don't know. Boy started talking to me. It wasn't my fairy.
It wasn't?
Mm.
Okay, do you have any ideas who it was?
A couple.
Mike, yes. Mike, yes.
Mike! No!
Oh my goodness.
Mike, no.
But so this is the place the Fae were. You know, they're very rude. That was a very rude trap. Although I was right. You lose, you die. So I was right.
I suppose you're right, kid. In your own way, you're right. So I think that portal's probably where it's going.
Is that thing gonna attack us again?
It better freaking not.
The sand wall?
No, the orb. I was like, the thing is, we walked into one portal thing and we died.
Aw.
One of us died.
Almost
died. Hey, the only reason why she did it is because this mysterious voice dragged her body.
Said, not yet, kid.
Not yet.
It's not time to check out.
Guys, Chaotic's husband has been here like the whole time.
That's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I really
my
always
God.
appreciate the support. I hope your husband has been enjoying it.
I think I'm gonna touch the orb first.
Oh, that's your husband. That makes sense.
Oh. When you said "oh" like that after what I said, I got
Oh, sorry. No.
scared.
Responding
Did
to
anyone else see
chaos.
my life flash before my eyes?
Sorry.
Just beat you to the punch.
Please repeat. What was that, Cedar?
I said, as Cedar, I'm gonna say, I think it's best if I try to touch the orb first. I mean, I'm the one that wasted like half a day for us to on a miscalculation. So
Not saying no, but why?
well, first off, I've had a bit more of a interaction with Philo than the rest of you. I mean, the only other one was Dimrin, but she's not here anymore. And And secondly, I feel really bad about what just happened.
Okay.
And anyways, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Sure.
And if not, we got unicorn horns.
I'm sorry, you have what now?
Oh, that's a long story.
Thank you for
Very-
that. Thank you
welcome.
for that.
Don't worry, I saved one of them.
We'll unpack that later.
Proceeds to never
I
unpack.
thought you might appreciate that, DM.
That was awesome.
Too good. Too good.
Okay. And I go up in front of the portal and the orb, whatever the heck it is. Okay. And make a really quick prayer to both Mistra and Erdrithania.
So, you approach. You feel its pull. It's actually kind of floating in the air, dormant right now. And as you go near it, it asks for magic. And not just one spell slot, but all of them.
All remaining? Because I just spent 2.
All remaining.
Okay. You can have that.
As you kind of reach your hand up to this floating dormant ball, you touch it. It drains. You feel the draining force basically pulling almost from your entire forearm through the palm of your hand, this pure energy. And the ball begins to activate and swirl, almost like a magical crashing water around this dormant ball that's just been floating in the palm of your hand. And you get sucked in.
Ooh.
You can choose to resist it if you want,
No.
but just as soon as you say no, that you're not going to fight it, you phase right into it and are pulled in, almost like sinking into an ocean, like it's a gravity well around you. But as soon as you break the surface of this magical water, you are in a quiet place with stone blocks underneath your feet. Your party watches you vanish, and the ball goes dormant.
Oh. That's fun.
You came this far, let's go! Kid starts trying to climb up the...
just for laughs, because I know you'll get there eventually. Roll an athletics check for me.
Oh dear. I'm just waiting.
Since I'm not with y'all right now, I'm going to run to the
Oh, there goes the 4.
Oh
So
no.
you like excitedly run up like the shoulder and arm piece, and like it's kind of a steep climb, so you're getting kind of like out of breath, right? Because it's like 40-50 feet in the air almost. And the forearm bracer portion, you kind of grip like with like hugging it, and like you try to grab it with your legs too as you try to like shimmy up, and you're just going very slowly up, and then you slide down about 5 feet and hit your butt on the arm again, and then as you kind of like slowly shimmy up, you get there eventually, but you just do this weird little shimmy thing, and by the time you get to the palm of her hand, you're like covered in sandstone dust. And you look up at the orb, and you look down, and your dress is dirty, and what do you do?
Someone better have a bath on the other side of this.
What was that?
Someone better have a bath on the other side of this thing. She just screams it out.
Do you touch the orb?
Yeah, she's just like, bonk.
Same thing. It'll ask for all of your spell slots remaining.
Well, I get a bath.
You'll find out.
She's trying to ask the orb this.
It doesn't answer, but if you do commit your spell slots, it does activate and begin to whirl around you. And if you don't resist, it will suck you in, and you will vanish. You will land on your feet on stone tablets, essentially, stone floor.
Yeah, she says, why not? She's like, because that's what she's kind of done. She's like, I already sold my soul anyway. What else is there to lose?
All right. Kittis and Cedar are now gone. What do you two do?
Dana's gonna
Guessing
look
we
back.
follow?
Yeah, I was thinking the same. And newbie first or
I'm happy for you to go first if you want to. I'm not gonna judge or anything like that. If you decide you want to go first, it's up to you.
okay. And Dana will walk up to the dormant orb.
It asks the same.
But I don't have those.
You feel the pull of your rights.
Alright, she's gonna pull out her short swords, slit her arms.
Blood Hunter.
Your arms
Yes.
open. The blood that you would expect to fall downward actually, almost as if it's zero gravity, slowly begins to pull up and splatter the stone surface of the orb. And the moment your blood pools in a single place, it disappears by a wave of magic circling the stone. And it will also pull you in if you don't resist.
I do not resist.
And you are in. You're standing next to two friends that you find familiar that you just met in kind of a dimly lit stone room. And Gail's alone.
Yeah, he's going to do the same thing. Would he need to climb
That's my
up
question.
some statues to get up to the orb?
Are you going to climb or are you going to fly?
Well, I can't actually fly as such yet. I don't think. Can I?
You can kind of hover at your base speed, so you'd get the same movement speed, and you kind of flew around the room in that one scene, remember? So you get kind of a hang of it.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to cast levitate, but sure, I will fly up to the thing, and I will go through the same rites.
So your wings give you a little bit of fuss, but eventually they'll get you up there. You touch the stone, it asks for the remaining spell slots, and you enter. And just as soon as you kind of open your eyes around yourselves, the sound of the desert around you disappears. Trying to update the maps. Still gotta get this a little smoother. The sound of the desert around you kind of fades away. You feel more of a comfortable temperature, and everything just seems peaceful around you. You all hear the bustling of feet kind of around you. You don't see anything around you, but you definitely know, just between the echoes in the area, that you're not alone in this area. And I'm trying to get the map to load, so give me 1 second.
What I miss? Gail went in, and now we can't see it, but we can hear that there's company. Ooh, fun! Shit.
That's on my computer. Sorry.
Don't look at it.
Language, honestly.
Oh, we're in another tower.
Oh, this
I'm
is
not-
fun.
I'm not touching the windows.
Ha! Kid as well.
Can't see or even see the windows.
That's
You guys
still
are
an
all
established thing.
on-
Cedar can't see glass. Use
Yep.
that as you may. I'm gonna regret that.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be worth it.
So you guys are landing on the ground level of a stone floor. It's an empty room, only lit with torches. It seems to be a very nice entryway. As your eyes adjust from the desert to the darkness, something from bright to not so bright, everything kind of fades into to view, and you notice it's actually very fine crafted. Every stone here is polished and smooth. You can see the seams, but the entire tower, or not tower, but the entire room seemed laid with large stones. So this is a very fortified room. It's very strong. You get the sense that it's very stable, but it's also insulated and quiet. It's not cold like you would assume a stone room would be. It is perfectly comfortable, and as soon as your eyes adjust, perfectly lit.
There's no bath.
So Gale can see in here too, or no?
I think
I'm
since there's
guessing because
torches.
there's torches.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's
I think
torches.
so.
Everybody
Okay.
can see. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the torches are there. Roll a perception. This will be fun.
Everyone?
Sure.
9.
8.
8.
12.
Wow.
This is appropriate for Kittis, though. So Kittis is kind of looking around, and she realizes pretty quick that the lighting in the room is not lit by the torches. The torches are there for show. The light filling the room is actually unnatural. She realizes that, but no one else does.
It starts trying to feel around to try to figure out where the light source is.
You actually touch the torch, and you realize there's no heat coming from the torch.
Kiss just goes, plunk.
Um,
Whoa,
Like,
is
finger
that
on
safe?
and off the torch.
Whoa, Kiddes, what are you doing?
It's not real. Is it like the evocation
Oh.
tower?
No. Oh, we're in a tower again.
Does that mean there's gonna be a bath?
Oh
Gonna be another
no.
child.
Oh, I can't do it more than one.
So, oh yeah, another child. Oh geez, yeah, because you found Kittis in the tower last time. That's right.
Yeah. We love you, Kittis, but we can't take 2 of you. One
There's
of
only
you.
one of me in this world.
I believe you.
This is where you meet Kittis' twin sister, Kittis Doppelganger Jr. No, kidding.
Man, we finally get
We found minutes. Remember the
Minutes.
typo in the...
Oh yeah. Oh man.
So literally just Kiddes, but with the number 2 written on their forehead.
Good night, Chaotic. Feel better.
Bye, Chaotic. I think
Bye,
Chaotic left.
And Tone Daced. If Chaotic didn't hear us, wish her a good night for us. Okay. But yes. So immediately, of course, as you guys are kind of wandering around, it's a pretty large room, 15 by 10. It's comfortable space, and you notice 2 doors, one to the room in front of you, and one to the room almost in a right-hand side. Anyone who is interested, though, could roll an Arcana, because you
I
made
would
the
love
connection. Yeah, you made the connection to the magical tower. Go ahead and roll an Arcana for me.
17.
Does this so happen to be related to Fae, Fiend, or Undead?
It would Faye, yes, for sure.
Love it.
I'm rolling so
28.
badly today.
Dang.
21.
So this is exactly like the other tower, down to the magical seams making up the threads that kind of weave the existence of this tower. It is evocation in a sense that, again, it is also a tower created from somebody's memories. So you get a feeling that it existed at one point, but this is not the original. This is a memory of the original.
He just starts trying to open doors. She's now rummaging.
Whoa. Should we do that yet? Did we? Okay.
It's made of someone's memories. I want to see what memory it
Did
is.
it take y'all spells too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm complete now.
Okay. Same. Maybe. Okay. If it's like the other one, then some floors nothing really happens, unless you poke things. Looks over at Kittis.
I'm not going to poke anything I don't know. Let's go.
You poke everything.
I am not.
How much health did I lose?
I think you were 11, right?
Yeah. Well, but how much health did I lose from the orb?
None.
Oh, okay.
It just took your rights.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, what door? Like, what doors can I open?
There are 2 stone doors, very heavy, but easy enough to move. One to the south and one to the, presumably, west. And there are no door handles. There are no locks. There seems to be a track, though, that would indicate that they would both slide. If you examine both, you can gently nudge both, and both would actually slide without difficulty at all.
Okay, Kiss opens the door that's like the door that's kind of face down, like the frost is down.
The southern door, sure. So you slide the door open, and there's nothing alive in this room.
I hate the way you phrased that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've ruined you guys. I apologize. So there's nothing alive here. You can hear movement in the tower, is what I was trying to say, but there's nothing, no sound, nothing here that would cause sound. Stop it. But what you see is a really nice plate armor, like ridiculously nicely crafted, really expensive, but not human in size and shape. It would fit a tiny human. It's even too small almost for Kittis, like she couldn't even fit it. And a very large sword, also shorter than standard. So it's like a short sword, but it's shaped and cast like a large sword, like a full-sized one. And if you examine the armor, it's actually producing a decent amount of warmth. You see a bed, food and water, what looks to be stipends or rations. And but the room is kind of empty. There is a pair of muddy boots and a layer of clothing, an outer layer, kind of an outer layer that you would kind of wear under the armor, and then you would have a layer underneath that actually has a lot of blood stains on it. But that is kind of what you see in this room. It looks like a nicer room for a very tiny warrior.
No bad.
Nobody touch any food or drink.
Yeah, I'm not touching anything.
Kiddis opens the next door. Just wanted to make sure that
we were all on the same page. Oh boy. I like go over next to Kiddis just in case.
So what you see here is so you go to the room to the west, and what you see here, it's an empty room, and you see a spiral staircase that will take you up or take you down, and then you see 3 more adjacent doors.
I open each of the adjacent doors, but I open the one that's closest to me first.
Okay. Closest to you would also be the one to the south.
Mm-hmm.
So you open that door, just half-heartedly, you just going in.
Basically.
Okay.
Oh my.
I'm gonna be immediately behind her.
It's like, oh no.
So what you open to, the sight that you see, it's a darker room, but you hear snoring. Just a... And as your eyes kind of adjust to the darkness of this room, because you all have dark vision except for Gale, who's like, "What's going on?"
I can't see.
You see 4 tiny kobold warriors sleeping in the bed. They seem to be adult, humanesque in shape, kind of just little kobolds, kind of fuzzy, you know. Very, very fuzzy, very hairy. Looked almost endearing while sleeping. And all 4 beds are basically occupied by sleeping kobolds. And next to the bed, there are footlockers with various goods in it. They seem to be haphazardly thrown in. Clothing, small knives, daggers, swords, things like that. Just various goods. And you get the sense that they would use them for fighting in war.
Kiddis just like slowly backs up and and just like backs out like this.
Yeah, Dana will do the same.
Cedar didn't go in the room, but she can see she kind of goes, "Oh." Like,
why are we backing out? What's happening?
So
that's why I'm whispering.
As you guys are kind of whispering to each other, you do hear sound to the room to the north.
So Kiddis like basically slowly closes the door and like kind of like the same way that she did to Gale, like being sneaky. Going up the door.
It is again. That's not how you sneak.
There's a door in the way. It's okay. And she goes up to the door and sees if she can hear through it. Like,
so you're attempting to hear through the stone door. Just to the north?
Yes.
Okay. Just roll a general perception. Anyone who's trying to listen.
You said, did you say perception?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll do perception.
Or invest? No, I was literally asking which one you said because I didn't hear.
Oh, yeah. We'll do perception. I was like, maybe investigation, but we'll carry that later.
12.
Okay. 16.
9.
Anyone who got 12 and up will hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet in combat boots, kind of skittering around the room, almost pacing around. They fade almost out of audible hearing. You get the assumption that the room is kind of bigger. They get kind of closer to the door, and it's just a single set of footsteps pacing back and forth, but they are tiny footsteps.
Probably a kobold? Not sure. Sounds like only one. Pacing.
Kid is like slowly going over to the other door. And she's opening the other door. Not the one to where there was the footsteps, the other one.
If you were open to the room to the west more, this is a mud room, if you will, for you people on the East Coast. Because we don't have that.
Thank you.
So you see tons of dirty clothes, dirty weapons, armors, leather armors, studded leathers, all tiny people-sized, and they're kind of all around the room, kind of torn. There's a couple of what look to be kind of washing stations on the far wall. No one's in the room. No one's actually cleaning, but there's tons of equipment here. Just in general, small people-sized, daggers, knives, weapons. And it's just strewn about. Like, everyone just kind of stripped their battle attire and did other things.
So there's nothing interesting here. To her, anyway.
You can investigate if you wanted.
She's going to investigate. She's going to dig.
Okay.
And as she does that, I want Cedar to go and like start organizing the stuff.
25!
I want to be helpful.
Interesting.
I just want to put some stuff back. I'm tired.
So
Alright.
basically, Candace is digging haphazardly, and you're like cleaning up behind her.
Probably, honestly. That sounds about right.
As you're rummaging through the goods, nothing fully sticks out to you. However, one of them has kind of a lump in the breastplate, and you're like, ooh, spoils. And you flip over the breastplate, and you see 2 human hearts, not decayed, very fresh. One of them almost has mechanical gearing in it, though. So, like, it's almost kind of like an artificial heart. If examining it further, because you rolled really good, this is almost like a steam-powered human heart. You get the sense that the tubes and things like that would cycle cold and hot air to keep a heartbeat moving. And you see that, and then a regular human heart, valves and everything still attached, that were inside this breastplate that you just turned over.
Candace is like kind of like using her body to like hide it. She's very interested. But she's like, weird thing. What I like.
Of course.
Did you take them?
Candace is like kind of like putting her gloves on and picking one up.
It is a freshly torn out human looking heart. With your knowledge of the dead, I'm not even going to make you roll. This has probably not been removed from host for more than a few hours.
Ooh.
We should not wake the kobolds.
Candace just like just slips one of them into her bag.
Okay, which one did you want?
Whichever one is like seems like the most functional.
Well, you could probably blow your breath into one and have it beat, so is that the one you want?
Yes.
Alright. I just see
Because she
Giddis
wants
like...
to basically I literally told Sophie at one point, Kittis is very curious because she wants to see how the heartbeat actually works because she's never seen it on one that actually is beating. So this is basically her way to experiment with it.
And you did not tell me that, and I just gave you exactly what you wanted. This is wonderful.
Yes!
It's almost like I know my players.
Well, that's Kidis' character arc sorted.
So you kind of roll, and you're playing around with it, and you get the sense that there's a hot air tube and a cold air tube, because one is literally copper and one is not. It's kind of like a polished blue copper, kind of like a polished blue chrome. And so you blow in the hot air one with your breath, and it's enough to actually trigger the motion of a heartbeat, like a normal human heartbeat. And if this heart was circulating blood, you would get the sense that if you continued to blow, the heart would probably stay alive.
Mind you, like she's like guarding this with her body very like heavily. She's like, no.
You can slip it into your pocket if you want with a little squish.
Oh. Yeah, basically. Well, she's not. It's gonna be in her bag, but
Yeah. All right. So you have a slowly decaying artificial heart.
yeah, basically. And she's like leaves the room, and she's just like, Beatsy.
You all just kind of hear a whistle every now and again as she leaves the room of just air escaping a small tube.
Oh.
And she's not explaining this noise.
Does she have asthma now?
I don't know. I'm not sure how I
But
would
yeah,
treat
Cedar
that.
cleans up the
She's-
room and like
she's
once it's organized,
Promoting good heart health.
once it's organized, she turns to leave, and then right
Yeah,
when
just
she hits the
organized.
door frame, she casts
Yes.
prestidigitation. Huh. Okay. To kind of see if I can clean the contents of the room they're in of all the blood.
Something interesting happens. You cannot.
I try to be.
We can't use magic. We can't use magic. It's so magic. Let's go.
Dang it, I was hoping that a cantrip would work. There we go.
Kitty starts like marching up the stairs. I'm being sick.
I'm gonna, because it took my right, not my magic, I'm gonna click my fingers and see if I can summon Cork.
1 second. Because that's find familiar, right?
Yeah.
I gotta double check something.
Hmm?
Because he's in a pocket dimension, more or
Mhm.
less, right?
Yeah.
If it's okay with you, DM, I'm gonna have to log off for tonight. I'm really flagging over here, and it's like 3 in the morning for me.
Oh,
of
yeah, no
course.
worries.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Yeah.
And we're probably gonna go for about another hour. So if you want to, if you get the time before our next session, feel free to. I mean, you can always rewatch the stuff to keep up, just in case they make it to story.
Absolutely, I'll be sure to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Harry.
also, are we just before you log off? Sunday,
Mhm.
right?
I'm still tentative. I have to figure that out.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's looking like I can probably manage a short session, but I can't promise anything. I really can't. Next Thursday,
Okay,
same
yeah.
time, I can totally probably do it, but Sunday I can't guarantee anything until I find out more.
Next week,
Yeah, next Thursday is not going to work because I'll be headed home and up for the.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
At the very least, then, probably that following Sunday, though.
Okay.
Whatever that is, like the 5th. But we'll
Mhm.
we'll talk schedule, not.
All
on
right,
stream.
Gotcha.
Yeah, of course.
Sleep well.
Cool.
Thanks for hanging with us this
Yeah,
long.
Harry. Thank you.
No worries at all. Enjoy the rest of the session, and thanks again, Grace. That's
Mhm.
fantastic as always.
Of course. I'm glad you guys made it
glad
through.
you were
Thanks
here
for
so
stopping
to
by.
save Kittis from dying.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
You're
That's
very
the
welcome.
only reason why I actually even thought about doing it. Is I'm like, well, Gail could probably heal when she gets to the other side. If not, well, shoot.
And you were right.
So.
Okay. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
So you go to kind of do your thing, right? You have your incense, your herbs, your charcoal. Oh no! That's a thing that just happened. Let me just hold on. That is hilarious, by the way. Oh, geez.
And the fact, wait, that it blocked out
There we
rain
go.
on stream, or
Yeah. We'll do a thing.
you're an owl now.
Yes.
Oops, that's copyrighted. I gotta remove that from the playlist.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted my temple music. Okay. So, there we go. Just did the just did the owls there. But you find that you kind of take your little small brazier that you usually to kind of summon to open this dimension in front of you. And you kind of go through the little miniature ritual for a moment. And you feel your familiar try to come through magically. And just as soon as the dimensional kind of rift slices to open up, it seals itself back up. And your familiar did not join you on today's adventure.
Okay.
Kidda starts climbing the stairs.
Oh my gosh, kid. And it's just Cedar follows after her.
Yeah, Dane is gonna follow as well.
You are welcomed to the next floor. You kind of go up. There's one major door that kind of leads outward, and other than that, the spiral staircase just kind of continues up. You have a small platform where you can kind of go through the door or choose to go up further.
All right. Kidda like slowly opens the door to peek in.
You're greeted with an empty room. It looks kind of like a really nice office. Roll a perception for me as you kind of peek your head through.
Let's hope my perception's better because it's been crap. All right, 15.
Okay. You hear sounds on this floor, but they're behind doors. Kind of like the footsteps you heard in the floor prior. There seems to be activity in the rooms that you can't see behind you, but they're muffled, so you know that there's a buffer or a door between you and whatever's making the sound. And as you kind of move your head, kind of looking around, panning around the room, there's a nice set of quills and inks on the table. There's a bunch of documents. From what you can see, some of them even look like maps. There's a picture which kind of stands out on the desk. And the floor looks soft.
Kidda like opens the door more and kind of like steps in, like,
Okay.
is anyone gonna stop me? Like,
Dane is gonna follow.
Okay.
Cedar's gonna follow.
So you guys enter the room, and the floor
and she
underneath
does
your
whisper
feet.
that don't open the other doors, like, to them.
Perfect. So as soon as you kind of enter the room, it's almost like walking on a cloud. It's not the stone floor that you're used to. It's a soft pink, and it's just kind of like lumpy, like you're walking on kind of like a cloud.
I
And
love pink towers. They have pink floors.
and again, you see the desk, you see the quills, you see a couple of sinks for hand washing, chairs and desks line the outer rim. It looks like a really functional office, like someone really important kind of works here.
Kidda starts rummaging through the papers a little bit.
Yeah, Dane,
Yeah.
Dane is gonna start like meticulously going through the papers.
Okay, let's roll a group
Yes,
investigation.
me too.
And then, just as soon as you're done rolling the group investigation, roll a group stealth.
Oh dear. What's my investigation?
I got 10 for investigation.
13 for investigation, and let's see what your stealth is. Oh, that's not good. Let's hope the mod's good.
Natural 20 for investigation for a 27.
A 9 for stealth.
And
let me
a
tell you,
21
it's
for
only
stealth.
A 9. because I have a 7 mod for stealth.
I got 18 for stealth.
Jeez. Well, okay, so
Now
you guys
you're
are
stealth.
being very meticulously quiet, and you get exactly what you need from the investigation. The only thing that really seems to be worthwhile on this desk is you have a locked drawer with a series of toggles. Each toggle has short words written in different languages on it. So there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 toggles that look to be locks, if you will, like a locking mechanism for a drawer on this desk. It's the only drawer that you can't open. You can rummage through the others. You find a bag of gold containing 20 gold pieces. You find a bunch of wooden masks that are kind of ornately carved and look almost human-like in feature, but they're made out of wood. And every time you kind of tilt them, there's like a sheen, like a really nice little matte finish to them that kind of makes them a little shiny. On the top of the desk, you see a ton of what looks to be war documents. Planned attacks on different villages, how to safely pass through the sand wall to get out.
We take note on how to pass through the
Yeah.
sand wall.
Yeah.
Holy.
So you read the instructions and they tell you to say the word sleep or to sleep. So as long as there's something sleep related, whether it be unconscious, sleeping, or spoken, you will instantly be teleported to the other side of the wall.
We could have just said the word sleep.
And so, sorry, you got a 10 on your performance. I had to manipulate the situation a little bit.
That's great.
So
it's fine.
you also get the image of a picture that says, written in very, very crappily written common, it says key to the top floor. And it's a picture. And I'm going to share it in Discord because I don't know what the picture's from. Because I realized I didn't send it to myself and I was super unprepared. So give me 1 second. And on the back of this image, or the sequence of images, and again I shared it in the Discord, there is basically written in really crappy, you would assume probably the kobolds wrote it, key to the top floor. And that is kind of what you end up with. So you have a locked desk, cushy floor, war reports with planned attacks. One of them has actually checked off, and it looked like there was a caravan marker on one of the maps that is now crossed off with a red X. And sorry, the look on Cedar's face right now. Sorry.
Is it the caravan we were traveling with? Is the question.
Don't know. It's a good question. No. So if you look at the map, it looks to be close to the sand wall. It's all desert, right? All these maps are deserts. So everything's kind of travel distance by walking, from what you can assume. So not your caravan, but a caravan.
Okay.
Is there a way for us to unlock the drawer?
It's a good question.
Do I understand any of the words? And I can speak what languages? Common, Draconic, Infernal, Sylvan, and Thieves' Cant.
So you said you speak Common and Common, Infernal, Thieves' Cant, and what else? Draconic?
Sylvan and Draconic.
Sylvan, Draconic. Okay, perfect. So you see on the first position lock, you see a position that says open. So there's a toggle that goes up to open and down to close. And so it's right now kind of horizontal, so it's going left to right, and you can turn it either up or down. And in common, it says open. You see the fourth lock in Infernal that says close. But those are the only two.
Is any of them
that
in
you
Abyssal?
The last one, the sixth lock, in Abyssal, says close.
Like on the top part?
Yes.
Are there any in Elvish or Goblin?
So you also recognize the second lock
Okay.
that says close.
Second says close. What's the first one? The first one says open.
The first one says open. The second one says close. The fourth one, says close, and the sixth one says close. So the fifth, seventh, and third are all seemingly in languages you don't necessarily recognize.
Oh,
You said 4 was close.
I am so
Yes.
mad right now because I have comprehend languages as a ritual spell. But I don't have any spell slots and magic doesn't work in this tower.
You said 6 was closed as well?
Six was close.
Okay.
5 and 7 you don't know, and 3 you don't know.
All right.
So go ahead.
Go ahead. No, please.
Oh no, I was just reminding you you do have items.
Okay.
But
We
please
do have
continue.
items.
But go ahead.
My best bet, my guess, and this is all being said as Dana, is
Spirit
also
do.
okay, so I can read some of these. I don't know if any of y'all can read any of them.
I can read a few.
The one in Abyssal says close.
That one's infernal. Also says close.
Mm-hmm.
That one's is it Elvish or Goblin that I can read?
Elvish.
Okay, that one says close in Elvish.
And the
Let's
common
just
one
say
says
close.
open.
So my guess,
First one says
there
open.
are 7 locks. 3 say close, one says open, 3 are unknown. Flip them all to open, and then there are only 9 other combinations possible to get the other 3 to say open as well, and then maybe we can open the drawer.
True. However, the very first time we entered a fairy tower, we got in by doing the opposite of what you would normally do. So maybe we should get them all to say close, or at least opposite of the open.
Well, the thing is, the first one says open though, and the others say close.
I thought it was like open and close. DM, what was the first one again?
The first one is in common and it says open.
Oh, it just says open. But it's like an on-off switch, right?
Yeah, there's an open position and a closed position for each switch. Right now they're in the middle.
I wonder we either should put them as they say or the exact opposite. Because the Fae seem to like unconventional thinking.
Well, Kidis just flips the first one to open. And then just like goes like the first one up because it like open was on top, right?
Yes.
And she goes down.
So you click all of them to the open position?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So as soon as you click the 7th lock, you hear from the inside of the drawer what sounds like a small glass vial breaking.
Oops.
And all of the locks reset.
Huh.
There's glass in there.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Let's see. Here.
Maybe. Let me try. And then I try my idea of flipping it to the opposite.
Well, the thing is, we're missing 3 of them. So.
Well, yeah, the opposite of what the known say.
Mm-hmm.
And then I make my best guess with the unknown.
Okay, so I need a guess and a. So you're flipping them to the opposite of what they say or the correct of what they say?
The opposite.
Okay, so you say the opposite of what they say. I need a guess of what direction you go for the 3rd lock, the 5th lock, and the 7th lock.
Okay, so The others, except for the open, have all been down, correct?
Yes.
No, wait. Okay. So the 3 unknowns, I flip them up. Alternating pattern.
Okay. So you get the sense that everything kind of feels really good as you're going along, but then you get to the last lock, and you flip it, and you hear another glass vial break,
Ooh, I really don't like that noise.
and all the locks reset.
So you feel good about then last
Mhm.
try it again, but the last one down.
Yeah. I think I want to do that.
Okay. So you're gonna just okay. So now you're going the opposite of what they say, but you're gonna flip the last one.
Yeah, the very last one's different this time.
And is it an open or closed position?
I think it's in open position now.
I think. We didn't know. We don't know because we don't know what.
Oh, the 7th was unknown, right?
The 7th was unknown. So we originally flipped it up, and then now we're flipping it.
Now I'm flipping it down.
Okay. You continue on through, just giving it your best guess. You're still going the opposite of what they want, though.
Yes.
Okay. A third glass vial breaks.
Dang it.
Kidis, so I'm gonna pull out my little spirit mirror and ask it to read it.
Okay. Which one? Okay, so you're gonna pull up. You're gonna be like, "What do these say?"
Yeah, basically.
Interesting.
Because some of them gotta know something. There's a lot of dead.
So you kind of go in your the surface of the mirror kind of breaks and ripples. Oh wow, would that? Yeah, I guess it would. The surface of the mirror breaks and ripples. And you hear the 1,000 voices screaming from the mirror, in all different language. And very quickly, they are going to repeat the sequence. Open in Common, close in Elvish, open in Dwarvish, close in Infernal, open in Giant, close in Halfling, close in Abyssal. And very quickly, they repeat that.
Okay.
It's kind of overwhelming your mind, though. So DM is not going to repeat that sequence.
Ooh, smart.
Your eyes glaze back over to their normal color. The mirror surface goes back to that beautiful obsidian. And you're staring at a lock.
Open, close, open, close, open, close, close.
Do you follow the sequence?
Yeah.
Okay. The drawer just pops open with a little click. And
I should have done that in the first place.
inside of it is 3 glass vials that are broken with a smell of lamp oil.
Ooh.
And you see, because of a blind luck dice, a small igniter that seems to be malfunctioning. And you should just be grateful because I gave you guys a chaotic boon because I was going to see if the igniter was going to work or if I was going to give you another chance. And I have to get rid of my counter now, unfortunate. But you guys receive a magical item that looks like a bag.
Yes.
Mine.
I mean, she did win the puzzle, so.
So this is, at first glance, a bag of holding. And as you kind of examine it, you see an inscription of dozens of magical runes. And it is not a normal bag of holding. But it is a bag of holding.
So the question is if I put something in here, it will stay in here.
It looks like it functions like a normal bag of holding.
It's not so they're not going to disappear on me if I put my stuff in here.
I have an idea.
No.
You say it looks like it looks like a bag of holding.
It is a bag of holding enchanted with something else.
Hey, Kittis. Do you want help testing that thing out?
Kittis like puts the cursed jacket in and sees it, and then pulls it out again. Like puts it in.
Okay. I was gonna give you one of my feathers.
Well, she just get mad at the cursed jacket.
So, what we're gonna have you do then? So you put it in and then you try to pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I want you to do is flip a coin or not flip a coin, but roll a dice to do odds and evens.
Which dice?
You can roll any dice that has an even amount of numbers. So roll an odds evens, and then call what you want before you roll.
Oh, shoot. Like so, I say odds or evens.
You say odds or evens and roll the dice and tell me what it lands on.
Even. Shit, 5.
Okay, so you put your jacket in, and you kind of reaching around, and you go, oh, you put your whole arm in basically, and you're like, oh, I feel it. This is a really empty bag. There's nothing in here. So you go to pull your jacket out, and out comes a piece of cinnamon toast.
I get a broken back holding.
Eating it does give you 1d4 temporary hit points, however.
Some nice cinnamon toast right there.
It is a very fancy cinnamon toast, and there's a little note in it.
It's like a fortune cookie.
Mm-hmm.
What does the note say?
This bag is owned by Kana Morden. I'm a wizard who, during his studies, forgets to eat and drink. I also forget where I place my things, so I enchanted this bag to feed me when I forget.
So basically, I will get the jacket back. I just won't guarantee I'll get it back when I want it.
Exactly.
Sweet. Can I show some stuff in? So I'm gonna put some stuff in here because I've been wondering of when you're going to keep track of the stuff.
You
currently,
are like tying stuff off to your person at this point, like a piñata bag. Like,
because the thing is, I have a bunch of small jewelry, the snake, the floating orb, insulting mask, the opposite jacket, a vial scented oil, a bottle of dried demon blood, the spirit mirror, a wine skin, a crystal pen, 2 potions of cot, a vial of rot, the old soul of a hero, soap, meditation, with eyes for once, the wooden flower with the rose scented center, the dream gem thing, the galactopus, and now the child's bracelet. And that's not including my normal stuff.
yeah, you had a bag that was very loaded.
Stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder I wasn't stealthy.
Every time you move, it's like a wind chime.
I'm glad you're keeping track, because I'm keeping track of general weight and stuff, but you want to know that every time you've been walking around places, you look absolutely ridiculous. Just because, like, your bag is overflowing, you have, like, pens kind of clipped to, like, pieces of your dress. Like, it's been funny. I just have this visual in my head of just ridiculousness.
I'm waiting for you to say I can't carry anymore.
You were very close, which is why I'm glad you got this bag.
We honestly really wanted to see just how long she could string this out.
The enchantment is called Rabbit Out of a Hat.
I love it.
So the item functions exactly like a bag of holding, but with one condition. The genius who made the bag has an issue with translation and made this a 50-50 shot, so an odds-even roll to grab what you're looking for. So there's also a chance that when you don't get the roll that you want, you will pull out the wrong item, but still your property. And then there's also the chance that, at my discretion, that you can pull out a piece of toast.
Okay.
That's so specific. I love it.
Okay, so I'm putting this so if you actually go to my thing, if you can get access to my notes, I'm not sure if you can. I'm putting in my notes in the other section. I have my list of stuff, and I'm putting stuff next parentheses next to the stuff that's going into the bag.
Okay, sounds good.
And if you need me to send it over Discord, I can.
Please.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. No. Do what I ask. But in any case, though, Kid is like has now claimed this bag. She's not sharing. She's like mine.
It's a literal infinite bag of holding.
But the thing is do you really want to put it in there? Because every time she reaches in, it's not guaranteed it's going to come back out.
Well, some things, not others. We'll see.
But here we go.
But no, that's hilarious.
This is
Okay,
okay.
like my bag.
Mine. Because like Kidis is, I've been saying though that the one time we're gonna get a bag of holding is when Kidis gets it.
Well, you kind of ruined the
were
first one. So.
I did ruin the first one.
Yep, you got a bag of
But
mundane items instead.
In my defense, though, I really like my mundane bag. It has been so much fun to yank stuff out of it.
I honestly love the item. It's one of my favorite things. That's why I put it together. So I think I got the description right. I put it in items.
I love the description.
Reach in extra grab what you're looking for.
I wouldn't be mad if I pulled out an anxious stoked, as you put in there. I would just hold it and pet it till it's no longer anxious. Although it'd probably get even more anxious seeing as Cedar is an owl, so it would be like look like its natural predator.
Right.
Just shh, it's okay.
So, you guys open the drawer. You got your key to the top floor. You hear the other rooms that are filled with movement. And as you are opening the drawer, an eyeball on the floor opens, and a wall of flesh slips out from under your feet and floor and blocks the door upward.
I'm just making sure I heard right. Wall of flesh?
Yeah, so it's basically a big wall of flesh blocking and wrapping itself around the center pillar with a single eyeball that's kind of fixated on you.
No.
My first instinct is to poke it with my short sword.
That's a terrible one.
Kidis just waves at it.
Did you want to do that?
Not yet.
Okay.
Kidis just goes like, hello.
It blinks at you.
Hi.
Kidis blinks back, very obviously.
Can we get past you? We're not gonna hurt anything.
I don't think we can.
A very small sliver mouth opens, and you just hear, no.
I didn't know the
That's
wall was
fair.
a New Yorker.
That's fair. Is there a way we can talk this out, or
Dana's gonna show it the picture.
Oh no, we're gonna show us a picture.
Key.
Picture.
Key.
yeah, we have the picture. Okay. Is the picture the key? Or does it tell us the key? One or two.
Key.
Okay. That key, I guess.
And it opens its mouth really wide, and you see like this little uvula in the back, and it kind of
Oh,
breathes.
you asshole!
It kind of breathes out on you, and it actually smells like really old dude mouth that hasn't
Ew.
brushed his dentures in like a month.
Mm.
And it,
Do you want the picture in your mouth?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We place the picture on the tongue.
and it swallows it. The picture, because that was the only thing you took from the top of the desk, appears back on top of the desk,
Oh dear.
and the flesh wall slowly works its way underneath all the furniture and kind of smooshes itself in and closes its eye and goes dormant.
That is the soft pink floor.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Freaking flesh this time.
I
Hate it. Hate it. No.
Kidis is like trying to contain her excitement because she doesn't like want to be seen like that creepy. Like she's failing at not seeming creepy, but she doesn't actually want to be creepy. Like she wants to seem somewhat normal, but she has a very bad perception of it.
Can Dana roll insight on that?
Sure.
On the floor or on Kittis?
What do you
On Kittis.
on Kittis for what?
Just to try and see, and just to try and like get that vibe of like she wants to admit that that was the coolest thing she's ever seen.
Sure. Are you attempting to deceive about your feelings or hide them at all?
Yes, she very much is.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a deception against it.
Right, 18.
All right, let's see this. Nope, 8.
So you can't really get a feel of how she's feeling right now. She's hiding it quite well.
Okay. So Dana's just gonna go. Neat.
Also, yes, that was Adventure Time as the the I think it was actually one of the earlier episodes too. They're fighting a flesh wall with a single eyeball.
Nice.
That was kind of the visual I was going for.
But Kittis, oh, anyway, she opens the door and just kind of like daintily walks out.
Right, so you're back in the
Sears
stairwell.
kind of very quickly, like, to get off the flesh floor. Floor.
Carefully steps off. It kind of like shifts a little bit, you know.
And she goes, sorry if my talon scratched you or anything. And then Sears keeps going.
It's quiet.
Anyway, so we go up, I take it?
Mhm.
We finally got the bag of holding. We finally got the bag of holding. And if I was right, it's because Kittis is persistent and she wants stuff.
Passively, you're getting pretty used to this format. This room is empty, or this floor does not have any sort of movement. It's also no longer stone, but almost the entire thing is made out of marble. You also notice that the torches on the walls are not magical anymore, but they're actually producing heat and natural light.
Kittis is open the door, seeing if she can find any form of bath.
So what you
I'm gonna
open,
get a general look around the room as well.
I'll just say, because all the rooms are technically identical, you walk into, I'll say, the lower right-hand quadrant, and you see two rooms separated by a small divider. You see a sink, a bath, a small table, a bed. Basically, everything is beautiful, and this room is a whole lot bigger than the room underneath it. However, physically, it's smaller. So you can tell at a glance physically it's smaller, but as you begin to move through the room, it almost stretches to get bigger, magically. And these items, as you get closer to them, you realize that visually they look like they're human size, but when you get closer to them, these beds are 9 to 10 feet long, whereas they would fit someone who is 9 to 10 feet tall, versus a human-sized bed, which is like about the size of a person, 6-7 feet. So there's about 16, 17 feet long beds. The bath, a marble and cast iron bath, just magically has water that can flow out of it, and is, when you begin to approach it, at the perfect warmth. You approach the vanity, and a ring of lights magically turn on, with various makeups. You see kind of like a small, toothbrush and powder, and basically everything is just very high quality, very rich, very regal, very noble.
So Kittis says, I'm gonna need a minute, and then closes the door.
What? Okay.
And she's like, I'm so sorry to whoever's room this is, but I finally got the bath. And I told the orb I wanted one. The little floating thing. So, it's not into the bath.
So Kittis begins to take a short rest. None of her spell slots come back though. So I'll say she'll have a short rest worth of bath, because I'm assuming she's just kind of getting clean. And as you're sitting there, bubbles begin to kind of seep from the sides of the cast iron tub, and the bubbles are green and black. And as you kind of see this, you look around the room and you notice that all of the accessories are kind of the same greenish and black, and they follow a color scheme. And on the other side of the divider, the room was white. solid white, almost an ethereal, pearlescent, kind of an abalone shade of white. And if Cedar and Dana go into a different room, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
The next door you open is an identical room, but the color hues are red and blue. There's different accessories, but they kind of meet the same format, right? They're very ornate. There's powders, there's makeups, there's basically just pampering things. A self-heating hair curler, if you will, magically, but it's just kind of a metal rod. And just basically technologies of what like the rich and lavish would use. But a color scheme of red and blue.
Well, this is nice.
I'm gonna go look in each room and try and find a color scheme with purple.
You do, actually. You find a purple room, and it is going to be the northwestern room, I guess, the north top side, north left. And what's strange though is there's a divider in this room that usually separates the two color schemes, but the second color scheme is neutral, and there's no accessories. It almost looks like a blank room that doesn't belong to anybody, but there is a purple room. And you know who this room belongs to. You walk into the room, and almost as if you can smell the residual scent of a person that you love, and kind of know. It's like smelling the shirt of like a family member who's passed. You just know who they are, and it's who you're thinking when you asked, I'm checking for a color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
So you spent a lot of time with this person, in your backstory.
Mm-hmm.
I want to find
Go
you
ahead.
first.
Oh, I said the
No, you
final
first.
room that you go into is green and yellow.
I would like to go to the green and yellow room.
You are there. And you almost begin to resonate. Your body sends, you know when your skin gets a chill?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of get that feeling wash over you the moment you enter the room.
And my feathers kind of fluff out a little bit.
And you get the idea that you've not met the person that this room belongs to, but it resonates with you.
I want to just start looking around.
You see the same type of accessories, you know what I mean? This looks like kind of a pamper room, a rest room of someone who's very tall, very regal, has a fine taste for goods. There's nothing too personal, though. You know what I mean? You can't see anything that looks like personal belongings. You get a sense that there are things here to take care of yourself, but it's not personal. It's kind of like a room you use in travel.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, do I get any hit points back with my short rest?
You would recover, yes. A short rest. You can roll a hit die if you want to get some life back.
All right. Let's see. So like it says, that's a D20, right? For the hit die, right?
No, that's a D6.
Oh, D6 for the hit die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, roll 1. So I get 3 back.
Perfect.
It's D6 plus your con mod.
Yeah.
Plus my Constitution modifier. So I get 6 total.
Yep, thank you. I was actually just about to say that too, so much appreciated. I always appreciate that you're so on top of stuff. It makes my job so much easier.
And Kiss also attempts to like kind of wash her, like kind of clean her dress off from the dust and stuff, like from the storm, and like clean. Basically, she's trying to make everything clean.
Yep, it cleans without like it's amazing soap. Like the grease and dirt just almost gets sucked out of the cloth. The sand that was in places is just vanished from your body, and you are perfectly clean, almost shining by the time you get out of this bath.
And Kiss walks out and opens the door. I am ready.
And during that whole during the time Kittis is in the bath,
Mm-hmm.
Dana is gonna be when she's found the purple room, she's actually going to make small cuts on her arms, one on each, and she's just gonna get down on her knees and just go, "Help me understand," and just wait.
Performance?
Okay. There it is. Oh God. 14.
You ever spent a long time away from home
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of walk in the front door and like the wearies of travel kind of fade from your body for a moment as you just kind of feel like you took the first breath of relaxation in like a couple of weeks, even if you had a good vacation?
Mm-hmm.
That's the feeling you get.
Okay.
Love that you guys are embracing the mechanics. It's so much fun. Anyways, keeps me on my toes. Okay, yes.
While I'm kind of in my little room by myself, I want to unfold my wings real quick, look at them, and I want to try and see if I can change color to match the room scheme.
So given that you're in a very yellow and gold room, because the accessories are gold and yellow, the marble is white, but everything in it is just kind of like a yellow and gold and tans, and all of your colors turn different shades of yellow to kind of blend and match the color schemes of the room.
Oh!
And
Oh my gosh!
at their base, there's almost like a gold sparkle of glitter that covers the entire thing.
Wow. Huh. I come out of my room. You guys, look at this.
You're like a pretty glitter bomb.
Yeah, I guess. I think I can change colors now.
Fine.
And Dana's still just in her room trying to figure out what her blood does.
So your feeling doesn't change. You get the feeling of home, and that's the message you receive.
Okay.
You feel very relaxed. You feel very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Like you feel like you had a hard day, but like because you're home, that feeling just washed away. That's the best I can give you.
Okay. I'm assuming that did not count as a short rest for me.
Since you guys were actively walking around for that hour and kind of looking around and trying to do stuff, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Unless you guys hang out for like another like half hour or something, just kind of chilling.
All right.
I'm okay with moving on.
Yeah, me too.
We do only have like 10 minutes left.
We can go a little bit. You can at least get to the puzzle.
Okay. All right.
All right. I want to turn back into my normal colors after I've shown the others. Like, hey guys, look, I can do this thing now. Colors. I don't know what that'll do later, but I can do this now.
Anybody who's watching her, she changes back. But go ahead and roll an Arcana because you guys are very magically smart people.
Okay.
All of us?
All of
or...
us?
Everyone except for Cedar because she's enjoying it.
Oh, that's fun.
28.
Holy crap.
Wait, is that a nat 20 for you or no?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, so that's a 23.
This is illusion magic, through and through. This is like, what's the cantrip that like flares things and kind of makes small auditory?
That's either minor illusion or prestidigitation.
Yeah, it's like prestidigitation, right? Kind of creates that effect. This is in that same school of magic. This is 100% like an illusionary magic that is changing the appearance, but it's not changing the appearance topically. It's like almost like an octopus, where the illusion is happening inside the skin, which is different for illusionary magic. Because
Kid is
normally
just
it's
kind of just
topical.
poking your feathers.
you know what, kid? And then I take a flight feather that's very close to the joint, so that it won't affect like my actual flight.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of really quickly, ow. Okay, here, you can take a look at that if you want.
Oh. And she kind of like she puts it like not in the bag of holding, but like puts it in the bag, in her bag.
Ow.
Away from the heart.
Just the artificial heart slowly bleeding onto the feather.
No,
I'm
keeps it
kidding,
away
I'm
from the
kidding.
heart.
It's decaying but not leaking. There may be people
good to know.
fluid if it's left in there for too long, though.
Hate that.
Yep.
The
I'm
burning
so
passion.
glad I looked up decomposition. It is actually fascinating. Anyway, next floor.
Your poor FBI agent.
You proceed
That
upward.
poor man. That poor man.
Hey, if he's an
Woman.
FBI agent, he needs to know how decomposition.
Yes, but
You are now at the pinnacle of the spire. You enter the room, and immediately you see a stone statue. Well, 4 stone statues kind of scattered about the room, human in form. And they are very much scattered, just kind of around the room.
Love the statue.
You know.
Nope.
they're just spawning into existence.
Oh, sorry. They're there. And at the, if you look straight up, it's a clear blue sky with a couple of clouds. You're almost in immediate nature. There's grass under your feet. It's kind of shaped in a grid that's sitting inside a circle. Like you can see a defined outline of a square. You can faintly make out words on the ground. And right above you, there is an owl that's staring down at you. And
Hi.
on the pillar, there's four walls, and the inscription on each wall reads, "Fix your eyes and cast a stone. Treasured are the words thus shown. Stand only on the words I own. Trust my gaze and be welcomed home. Get it wrong and die alone."
Damn.
And let me just go ahead and I'll copy and paste what you guys see.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Be great, because that was a lot of information.
A lot of information that seems like it's very important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So first and foremost, this is what's staring you down.
So it's not a real owl.
Awesome looking.
Yeah, it's a petrifying stone owl. And the words of the inscription I'll put in Discord for you.
People statues. They got it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They go, I have a feeling that those statues, and I point to them, maybe weren't originally statues.
And
Just a thought.
go ahead and make an investigation if you want it.
Yes. Oh, don't go all the way. Oh, it's
Okay.
locked. Oh wow, 21.
18.
Am I rolling too?
Yeah, if you're looking around the room.
Yeah. So it's Arcana
Just investigation.
investigation. Okay. So 30-20. Ooh. Never from watching Always Yours, Sylvan. need, wanting, spells, up, let, cedar, blend, endless, kittis. Oh, my name's here!
Where are names there? No!
Happiness is spelled wrong. Down, rebirth, dream, eyes, moth, bright, cell, fire, bottle, lab, devour, or sleeping, food, fey, fair, airy, carnival, you, path, gale, hills, death, tears, gift, dwarf, philo, elf. Where is Philo, by the way? We have not found Philo.
This little son of a gun. Little son of a gun. I love him. Still gonna shake him, but I love him.
There is Philo.
Wait, so do we all see that list, or what's the... I'm confused.
As you guys are investigating the room without looking up, you see the stone statues just kind of scattered about, and you can see the words in a very nice font cut almost into the ground, into the existence of the ground.
I'm sorry, what is the list? Where's the...
It's
on the Google Maps.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's...
Sorry, I was sitting and just reading it. I was just like, ooh. Wanting, blank, endless eyes, fire.
treasured. So something of value.
So we don't look.
And-
Why aren't we looking up?
Because if we meet its eyes without having an answer, we'll probably get petrified.
Oh, okay.
Good to know. Good. Very good to know.
That's at least what I gathered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stand only on the words I own.
Fix your eyes and cast two stone. Treasured are the words thus shown. The words I own. Trust my gaze and be welcome home. Well, this sounds like next session's us problem. You want to die?
So, okay. So I
I
will,
want
Don't
to
challenge
commit
me.
suicide.
I will remind you that you had an image, which was a key to this puzzle.
We have an image like the one that's there on
the anime one?
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking.
riddles. Like I'm really legit bad at them. Oh.
Cedar got the last one pretty quick, so.
The last one? Oh, you mean putting the thing in the thing's mouth?
Yeah. So I made this one a little bit more obscure and harder, than the top of the last tower, but.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Freaking Rickroll. No, it was good. It was good. I'm just Okay. So you see somebody falling and then grabbing onto the hand of. So if that's the key, we got this, guys. We got this. I will say one of the words is down.
I hate having a camera.
Wait, do you still have another Rickroll in here? You do.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I
Talk it
literally
out.
see the words never gonna. Sophie just took psychic damage, by the way.
Did you figure it out?
Nope. I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating.
No, wait, what were the words written on the image?
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about the picture?
Yeah.
Uh, it was just it was written in. Okay, sorry. My wife is reminding me of it's getting time to stop. So, sorry. I cracked. Okay. So it was written in common and it just said key to the top floor.
Okay.
We really might need to wait for next
Yeah.
session. It is time
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Your wife is correct. It's time to stop.
Mhm.
It's getting late,
Okay.
especially for us too. I have to get up in the morning because
That's
I
fine.
am going to be running around all day.
Okay. So I will let you guys then, since general consensus is it is 8 o'clock here for me, which means it's late for you guys. Um, and really, once you solve this, is really going to start a lot of story anyway. So it'd probably be good if we can do this on a day where we have everybody. So we can pause here, and I can let you guys think about it and torment yourselves with it over the next few weeks
Fun.
until we can actually get another session that's solid. So this is where we will leave it. You are
All
staring
right.
at a floor with words, a couple of stone statues, and a very ominous-looking owl of doom floating above you, staring right down, watching your every move.
Fun.
So, like I said, this is where we will end for now, and I will stop the stream. Thank you, everyone who did watch and is still watching. I think we only have one left, so we lost almost everybody, but you know what? We had like 5 or 6 people at one time, so
Yeah.
it was pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
I think
So,
we even got up to 7 at one point.
heading out, saying goodbye to everyone watching still. So, the one person.
Adios.
Have a good night.